Hello everyone, welcome to What If Deku Was Betrayed and Got Trained by Batman movie. Before we start, please go support Cesar Mendoza 290,316 for writing that awesome fanfic. This is the translated version I made. There will be some mistaken characters' gender, but of course Deku is a male. The Dark Knight, Mirko's husband. Chapter 1, I Am Revenge. October 31st. The streets on this day are super full because of Halloween, as well as the crime that never disappears. I try to stay hidden above all. I feel that this city will never be well without a hero to calm all of this. And I try to keep the city from being completely filled with darkness, but every day we sink deeper and deeper into darkness. In another place. Clown. Look at this, showing a video where they were bothering someone. CLOWN2. We shouldn't have done that, he was a poor invalid. Clown 3. Well, let him call the idiot who dresses up as a bat. No, wait, bats come out at night, ha 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 ha, mockingly. Clown 2. In fact, they also come out during the day. Clown 3. Whatever, but that idiot will never go out during the day, he will be afraid of him, he said mockingly. In another place. It's time to turn on a light that points to the sky in the shape of a bat. Now there is a sign of fear for when they need me, but when that light appears in the sky, it is not just a call, it is a warning for them. While he put on his suit in the darkness, he painted his eyes with black paint. Elsewhere. Thief. Give me the money, you bucking imbecile, pointing a gun. Employee. Here, don't do anything to me, out of fear, and the thief leaves but sees the sign. Thief. No, 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 it can't be with fear. Fear is a tool. Thief. Where is he with fear, seeing the darkness, but he would be run over. Taxi driver. Are you stupid, look at you annoying animal, and the thief runs away super scared. Graffiti artist. No, 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 seeing the sky the sign, but a can of paint rolls and goes towards the darkness, terrifying him. Do you think I hide in the shadows? Graffiti artists. Quick run, running from fear. But I am the shadow. In another place. Clown 1. Look who we have here, putting a person against the wall. Extra. Please leave me alone. Clown 4. Shut your mouth. Clown 2. What are you doing, leave him already. Clown 1. Hey, why don't you punch him and bring him closer, come on man, hit him. Clown 4. Come on, do it like a man. Clown 1. Damn, do it already. At that, a loud noise is heard. Clown 1. Who's there? At that point the footsteps get louder, implying that he already saw where they were. In that shadows a man appears in a black suit and a black cape, but what was most striking was the bat on his chest and more his mask that showed his chin and had horns. CLOWN1. Have you seen that, he said mockingly, seeing the man get closer to them. CLOWN1. And what are you supposed to be, he said mockingly, and lunged at the man. At that moment the man grabs him and began to hit him hard, making him fall, and the man gives him some blows that leave him knocked out. I am revenge. Clown 5. Damn is the scared one, and Revenge gets up looking at everyone. At that moment everyone pounced on Revenge, but he hit them so painfully, and one takes out a gun starting to shoot him, but he did nothing to Revenge and electrocutes him. One punches him, but Revenge dodges him and kicks him in the ribs, making him scream, and they all leave the station super fast, and Revenge looks at the extra person. Please don't do anything to me, in fear, and Revenge looks at the sign. Revenge. Who will it be now? In another place. Police. My god. Please don't come closer, just leave the area like that. Police 2. Who can do this to the mayor? I don't know, but we will find the culprit, horrified seeing the body of Mayor Grayson. At that, 2 people arrive and all the police are horrified at the same time. They get angry since Revenge arrived with someone by his side. What is Gordon doing here, upset? Gordon. He comes with me, calm Pit. Pit savage, I am the commissioner here and he should not be upset, but Revenge just ignores him and sees the corpse. Revenge. His skull was completely destroyed by something because seeing everything. Pit. Are you hearing me, stupid? Revenge. Yes, I heard you, maybe you shouldn't be here, since who would control the press, said coldly, leaving everyone silent. Gordon. I found something, showing a letter, it's for you. Revenge grabs him and sees that there was something written. Revenge. What is a dead liar doing, seriously? Gordon. Do you have any idea who it could be? Revenge. Obviously the riddle, seriously. Gordon. But do you think he takes revenge on someone? Revenge. Maybe the mobsters and corrupt who are here, seriously, looking at the letter. Pit. Hey idiot, let us professionals do our bucking job, so go away. Revenge. There is a hidden message giving a letter to Gordon. Gordon. They are pure scribbles. Revenge. You see doodles, I see something else, like a hidden message, looking at the letter carefully. Pit. Didn't you hear that you should get out? Gordon. Better go here, I can't even trust the commissioner. Revenge. He's trying to do the riddle by turning it around and was about to leave. But then Revenge starts looking at none other than Dick Grayson, the mayor's son. While Revenge was looking at him, Dick realized that she was looking at him. He was surprised because he was looking at Revenge. Gordon. He was the first to find his father's corpse on the couch. He is still paralyzed by what he saw, but come on, we have to go. Revenge. Yes, leaving with Gordon. 10 minutes later. Today is a sad day, not only for the city, but also for the Grayson family, since today I lost my best friend, a brother, but I swear on my brother that I will take revenge for the bastard who did that to him. He was upset, but a person looked at him from afar and started driving his motorcycle. He narrates. What? Honestly, when Gotham sank into darkness, many people left Gotham. No hero has wanted to come here. That's why I'm the only one who's here, so that Gotham never falls into complete darkness, since I'm the only one that prevents the city from going to hell. End of narration. The boy had reached a bridge where he enters through a low train entrance. A metal curtain opens, and he enters a cave where there were many bats flying and too many things, and the boy takes off his helmet. Sometimes I feel tired of that. Once a year a damn villain tries to sink the city into darkness forever while removing a contact lens that recorded everything and starts to investigate on his large computer. 10 minutes later. We see a long-haired boy who was writing in a notebook since it was his personal diary. At the same time he saw what his contact lens recorded. At the same time he wrote something in the way of Nirvana. Reporter. And in other news, the city is in mourning since Mayor Grayson passed away today. This is compared to the case of Thomas Wayne and Inco Wayne, since they were also murdered in the past because some were not satisfied with their candidacy. While he was speaking, the boy lowers the music to pay close attention to what they were saying. But someone goes down the elevator that led to the lair and sees the boy. I guess he found out about this young Wayne. What do you get for calling me that? Alfred seriously looking at the computer. I'm sorry Izuku, it's just that it sticks to me. And did you capture something last night? Curious. Izuku just stared at the computer and looks at the riddle letter. Alfred. The killer left that for Batman, shocked, confusing Izuku by that name. Izuku. It seems like you're seeing the computer. Alfred. Apparently he has become a celebrity because that would leave him confused. Izuku. I still don't know, seriously, and takes out a copy where the doodles were and grabs the sheet of doodles. Alfred. Take a shower, the accountants from Wayne Industries are coming for breakfast. Izuku. Why serious and confused? Alfred. Why didn't you want to go? Be upset. Izuku. I don't have time for that, he said coldly looking at the computer. Alfred. It's not a game Izuku, if this continues like this it won't be long before he's left with nothing serious. Izuku. I don't care about any of that, he said coldly looking at his computer. Alfred. He doesn't care about his family and his legacy, seriously, and Izuku looks at him. Izuku. What I do is for my family and their legacy. If I don't achieve a change, I'm not interested in what happens to me. Super serious. Alfred. That's what I fear. Izuku. Alfred, enough is not my father, he said coldly, leaving Alfred half shocked. Alfred. I know. Izuku gets up and goes to the elevator where he goes up to the second floor while Alfred looked at the sheet of scribbles and watches the video, surprised by how they found Mayor Grayson already dead. 10 minutes later. We see Izuku calmly leaving the bathroom while he put on a black shirt and goes to where Alfred was and arrives with his black clothes. Alfred. I think I can decipher what the scribbles say. Izuku. Seriously? Alfred. Apparently it says a word that maybe the murderer left for you. Izuku. At least he was considerate, seeing something annoying the window and puts on some dark glasses and eats a cookie. Alfred. Yes, but what I discovered confused me, showing the photo. Car. Izuku. Confused car. Alfred. I don't know what he meant honestly. Izuku. But I know what he meant, don't worry, looking at the window, the accountants are coming. Alfred. In some moments, so go put on something more elegant. Izuku. Okay. Already at night. Gordon. Do you really think you can see something here? Revenge. The mayor's car collection was controversial for months. They say he used people's money to buy exotic cars. Gordon. Makes sense, but he sees a car with some blood, it must be that one. Revenge. He must see something here, removing some scissors, he was missing some fingers, right? Gordon. Only his thumb and his first finger. Revenge. Let's see, entering and sees something half disturbed, but it didn't surprise him and grabs him. Gordon. Dear God, how disgusting, disgusted. Revenge. A usp, showing a usp. Gordon. Let's see what he has, taking out a computer where Revenge puts the usp, and the usp began to show many photos. Revenge. I didn't know he liked to go to the iceberg lounge. Gordon. But what do they need the disgusted finger for? Revenge. Let's see, putting the finger in the usp where by mistake everything began to be published. Gordon. There, damn, everything has already been published, annoying. Revenge. But I have one of who can guide us to the riddle. Gordon. Who? Revenge. She pointing to a woman with a bruise. 1 hour later. We see Revenge arrive at the iceberg lounge where she touches and two twins come out. Twin 1. What do you want here? We do not accept heroes who only play like little children. Revenge. I'm looking for the penguin. Twin 2. No, it's better get out before I stain that suit with blood. Revenge. Mine are yours, he said coldly and hits the twins. Twin 1. Catch him like that. Everyone went for Revenge, but he always dodged them and sent them flying until he reached the stairs where he hit two people. Extra. Stop or I'll shoot. Revenge. I want to see him throwing a stick at him and getting shot behind him, but Revenge takes out his hook and drags him towards him and someone touches his shoulder. Hey, calm down sweetie, are you looking for me, right? Well, here I am, nice to meet you. I'm the penguin, smiling, and Revenge just looked at him. 10 minutes later. Penguin. Yes, I half know her, she was one of my waitresses. Revenge. And what seriously happened to her? Penguin. I don't know, since it's been a few days since she came. Revenge. At least you know where she is. Penguin. I'm telling you, of course bad, I don't know where she is, but Revenge puts him against the glass, breaking it a little. Revenge. Don't lie to me, annoying bastard. Penguin. Hey, really, I'm telling you, I don't know where he is. I don't even know if he works today. With some fear, but a waitress comes in and grabs the glasses, but she kept looking at the photos and leaves in a hurry, something I notice. Revenge. 20 minutes later. We see the woman leaving there quickly grab a taxi and go where Izuku began to follow her on his motorcycle discreetly until he arrived at an apartment. The girl enters her apartment. Selena, please help me, they are going to capture me, I know it. With fear. Selena. Calm down Micah, calm down, let's go out of the country. Micah. I feel like they are looking for me. Selena. Micah, listen to me, no matter what happens, I will always be with you. Now stay here and lock yourself in. Okay, going to a room where she undresses and puts on a black suit and a black mask. Selena. Stay here, I will come back quickly, and goodbye to Gothic, giving her a kiss on the cheek and leaves. 1 hour later. We see Selena go down with the help of a rope and arrives where a small safe was. She begins to open it and it opens, revealing 2 passports. Revenge. I wouldn't do that if I were you. Selena. But she kicks him, but Revenge dodges it and grabs him, putting him against the table. Selena. Let me go, you bucking moron, annoying, and Revenge takes off his passport. Revenge. Selena, Kyle is yours, seriously, and Selena takes it from him. Selena. What do you care? Idiot, just let me take this and I'll leave the city. Revenge. Son, it will be very easy. Selena. What are you saying? Revenge. If you leave, the penguin or his mittens may look for you, since you know everything inside his club. That's why I think they will be looking for you, seriously. Selena. Shit, what was I missing? Revenge. I propose a deal. Selena. What? Revenge. You help me with my problem, and I'll help you with yours without me looking for you. It will be as if you had never existed, seriously. Selena. Just because I want to get out of Gothic is fine. Revenge. I see you tomorrow, leaving just like Selena. Selena. I wonder who is under that curious mask, and leaving, jumping. Chapter 2. Mirko. Meanwhile in Japan. We see many heroes gathered in a large hall. What time does she arrive? Only she is missing. Don't worry, she is somewhat late, but I assure you that if she were to arrive, she is always punctual, especially on missions. Then she arrives with a great leap to where everyone was. You're late, rabbit. Moving her hair. I am Mirko, the heroine, rabbit of the top. I never miss anything about danger or breaking bones of villains, Birder said mockingly. But my hero name is Hawks, not Bird, with a vein in his forehead. Mirko. And what are we going to do now, Ryukyu? Ryukyu. According to they will give us missions outside the country, but Namasa does not arrive. At that Namasa arrives. Namasa. Well, today they sent us some reports about some cities that are unsafe because there are almost no heroes, so that they are sent to those cities by team, and if the situation in the city gets serious, we will send more heroes to those cities. Thus naming each team of heroes until it was Mirko's turn. Namasa. Well, Mirko, Ryukyu and Hawks, you will go to Gothic. Mirko. Seriously, no, their hero in Gothic confused. Namasa. Only one, but according to what he says he only comes out at night like a bat. Ryukyu. Only one goes something less does something so that there are no more villains. Namasa. On the contrary, many villains are very afraid of him, but he is the only hero there. Mirko. It will be interesting, but I do not work as a team, and if I am with them 3 was that they put me at least, I do not dislike them, said rudely. Hawks. When we leave, curious. Namasa. Today and tomorrow the departure of the villains begins. Mirko. What do we wait for? Let's pack our bags and go to Gothic. The next day. We see Mirko, Ryukyu and Hawks on a private plane since today they went to Gothic until they arrived in the United States, more specifically in Gothic. Mirko. We already arrived, somewhat excited. Hawks. You always have to make so much noise, bunny, somewhat annoying, trying to sleep. Mirko. Yes, since I already want to break the legs of the villains of Gothic. Hawks. Shut up, do you want with a vein? Mirko. Ah yes, shut me up, but next time I will confess why you blush when you are with Ryukyu, but Hawks covers his mouth. Hawks. Shut up, he's next to me super blushing, and Mirko takes his hands away. Mirko. Haha, nobody can handle me, he said mockingly. But Izuku. Izuku was calm watching the Gothic landscape where he was playing the guitar he was playing Come As You Are by Nirvana. Izuku sighs. Come as you are, as you were, as I want you to be, as a friend, as an old enemy, take your time, hurry up, the choice is yours, don't be late, take a best as a friend, as an old memory, singing calmly at the same time playing the guitar. Alfred's mind. I wonder if one day he will find love, since I see him cold or sometimes super serious. Poor Izuku, it must have been very hard to lose his parents. I promise I will never leave him alone, Mr. Wayne. Already at night. Hawks. Well, are they ready? Mirko. I, who am the heroine rabbit Mirko, swear that I will end all the villains of Gothica to be a great place in peace, and I will face all the enemies that come my way, taking a big leap out of there. Ryukyu. I wonder if one day she will get married or at least have a partner. Hawks. I don't know, but poor the partner that Mirko will have, and even worse if she got married or fell in love. Curious. Ryukyu. I wonder that, but I feel that she is not interested in that subject of love, but I feel that someday she will find her better half and will be happy with her boyfriend. Hawks. I feel that the boyfriend is going to go up with her, and if they have Hex, I think they will have many children. Curious, imagining a scene with Mirko and her husband with many children. With Mirko. Mirko was patrolling the streets of quiet Gothica, but raises his ears and puts them straight. He turns around listening to something with a small mafia and increases the strength in his legs. Mirko. Let the fun begin, running super fast until he breaks a wall where the little one was mafia. Mafioso. He's another hero with fear. Mirko. Let this start by running and kicking 5 people, but someone raises his hands and sends her flying crashing into a wall. Mobster 2. Stupid. Mobster 3. But how strange is that, another hero. I thought that Revenge was the only hero in Gothic. Mobster 4. Bucket, let's get out of there, let's leave that bunny there dead. At that, Mirko comes out of the wall, breaking it. Mirko. They thought I was dead. I am Mirko, the great top heroine of Japan. I will never die, licking the blood that falls from her head to her face, and took a great leap where she sent 3 mobsters flying with a kick. Mirko. I will break everyone's bones by kicking another, but the leader shoots him in his left thigh, making Mirko scream in pain, and the leader would throw a raider that sends her to the ground. Leader. Poor stupid, you should never have messed with the Gothic mafia, this isn't Japan, putting his foot on Mirko's head, you know you're not bad at all, besides I think you buck well, so take my personal bitch now. Mirko. Bastard rot furious and was going to get up, but someone pulls 2 mobsters who knock them out. Mobster 7. No, it's not Revenge, but he would also be pulled into the darkness where 2 mobsters are also pulled and another runs away. Mafioso 5. Where are you, damn scared? Revenge. Here I am, hitting him unconscious, and he goes out and grabs another one where he knocks him out. There were only 3 left. Mafioso 3. Hey Revenge shooting, do you think I'm scared of you or not, guys? But see that only he and the leader were left, but what the buck pulled into the darkness and the leader only loaded his shotgun. Leader. Who the buck are you, trembling with fear, but someone falls behind him and turns him over. Revenge. I am Revenge, annoyingly hitting the leader, causing him to be knocked out, thus finishing off the small mafia. At that moment Vengeance sees Mirko, who was bleeding from his thigh at the same time from his head, and goes to her. Vengeance. Are you okay, bending down? Mirko. I don't need your help. Vengeance. If you keep jumping like that, bunny, maybe you'll bleed too much and the bleeding won't stop. Taking out some tweezers, I'll help you. Mirko. Hey stupid pervert, what do you think you're doing? Upset, but look at Vengeance's look, she was serious that she was going to help her. Mirko. Just don't touch anything too much. Upset, sitting down. Vengeance. On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, removing the bullet, making Mirko scream a little from the pain. Calm down, the pain will pass. Taking out a needle and thread, it will only be a small stitcher, putting the needle in, making Mirko get slight moans of pain. She turns him over and stitches the back of him a little. At the same time she cleaned the blood with a handkerchief. Vengeance. Ready now, all that's missing is your face, cleaning his head wound at the same time her face that had blood, but Mirko only remained looking into the eyes of Revenge that were emerald green, something that made his heart beat fast, and Revenge gets up. Revenge. Nothing serious, going into the darkness. Mirko. Hey wait running, but sees that he was no longer there. Who are you? Revenge confused looking everywhere, seeing that he was no longer there and the police arrive. Ryukyu. Mirko running to her, is she okay? Mirko. Is someone else here with me? Gordon. Check the area now approaching Mirko, is Mirko okay? Heroine Mirko. Yes, but someone else was here looking everywhere. Gordon. It was Revenge right? Mirko. Yes, how do you know about him? Confused. Gordon. I always trust him and I assure you that he is a great hero. Police. Sir, here are some of the Penguin's henchmen. Gordon. Well, take them now seriously. Well, Revenge looked at all that on a roof. Revenge. Who are you? Mirko confused and leaving the roof. The next day. We see Selena and Revenge on a roof. Selena. Do you think they recognize me? Revenge. No, since you can pass by with that wig, don't worry, looking at her computer on her wrist and approaches her, put them on, giving her some contact lenses. Selena. Well, putting on the contact lenses. Revenge. Look at me looking into Selena's eyes and Selena for some strange reason felt attracted to Revenge and her heart began to beat a lot and she was going closer to Revenge to steal a kiss. Revenge. Well, they are positioned correctly looking at her wrist. I will be watching you from here if something happens, I will come for you seriously looking at her wrist. Selena. It's okay so close the last thing she said it whispering. Revenge. Go now. So Selena enters the iceberg lounge and goes directly to the bathroom. Selena. Good, where do you want to go? Vengeance. Go to the part where all the mobsters and righteous people meet. Selena. I'm going there. So Selena goes to the deeper part down where she gets to where there was a good wind. Selena. You see something whispering. Vengeance. He still doesn't go any further watching from his computer, but he sees something, wait stop. Selena. What's up? Vengeance. It's Gil Coulson, go and sit with him since maybe we can get some information. Selena. Good, sitting next to him, hello handsome said seductively. Coulson. Hello cutie, come sit down, giving him some space. Vengeance. Ask him about the riddle, but not directly but the murderer. Selena. Hey handsome, can you tell me why the police and politicians are afraid of each other these days? Coulson. Well, it's that we're scared because we're in danger because they might discover us because of that damn murder, since we have a computer rat that leaks everything about Gattaca that they don't want people to know, is that we're scared with fear taking drinks. Visera. Just like what happened to Micah standing up. Selena. Wait, you said Micah Hay standing up, do you know something about her trying to stop her, but girl with a man runs into her? Selena. Sorry. Don't worry cutie said smiling and Selena goes to the bathroom. Selena. Hey, I can't do it since I only wanted my friend back, upset. Vengeance. Wait, there's just a little bit left, hold on. Selena. I'm sorry but I can't do it anymore, I just want to leave Gattaca now my friend, sorry. Revenge taking out her contact lens. Revenge. Hey wait, Selena annoyed putting her laptop on her wrist, that's why I never make annoying team, at least we discovered that there is a rat there, I will have to investigate very thoroughly, I better go, turning around and was about to leave, but she hears a loud bang behind her, she turns around and sees Mirko standing there. Mirko. I finally found you, Bat, he said smiling. Revenge. You're Rabbit again, seeing her. Seriously, your leg is fine, seeing Mirko. Mirko. Ha, a small wound will not be able to stop me, I am the great heroine Mirko that will not stop me. Vengeance Bat. Seriously, you are a serious rabbit. Mirko. Of course, pulling his ears, they are more real than your super strength quirk, he said mockingly putting a hand on his hip, but he sees that Vengeance looked at him super seriously. Vengeance. I don't have a quirk super serious. Mirko. And how did you stop them yesterday? Izuku. With my own strength and my abilities, why do you think everyone is afraid of me, and besides I am Quirkless serious. Mirko. I'm impressed Bat, you're a hero without a quirk and you finished off a small mafia all by yourself. Venganza. And I saved you from your left thigh and I helped you with everything, you're welcome Rabbit, seriously, honestly it's the first time I've seen a rabbit mutation. Mirko. I'm 100% Rabbit Bat. Venganza. But a super strong rabbit, seeing her from head to toe and she stares at her legs, something that Mirko noticed. Mirko. If you want they are all yours, increasing the strength of her legs, but I am not an easy woman, not even a damsel in distress. Revenge. You know bats eat rabbits since they are their favorite dinner, he said seriously. Mirko. I may be a rabbit but I am such an easy prey to catch. Revenge. Besides I am not one of those men who treat women like bitches or prostitutes, I am not interested in the body, but in the heart and feelings, and I think you are my type, he said seriously. Mirko. What are you talking about, I am a super serious woman, everyone who knows me knows that I am like that. Izuku. I like you, he said seriously. Mirko. What did you say? Izuku. You seem like a beautiful woman, honestly you also have beautiful and super beautiful legs, I like them, and I like them a lot. Mirko? You're joking right? Izuku? Obviously serious. Mirko? Stupid annoying. Izuku? Well I have to go, serious and leaving, it was a pleasure to meet you rabbit, you fulfill all that makes me you like it very much, leaving. Mirko? What did you say, running Asia revenge, but revenge hugs her and pushes her away a little. Revenge? See you later bunny, you know I like brunettes, and I really think I like you, joking and going into the darkness. Mirko? Piece of shit, leaving, booking mother, why did he humiliate me, upset, but at least he wasn't perverted, he always spent his time looking me in the eyes, and not my body, I think we make a good team the two of us, and if maybe thinking about something else but joins a slap, what am I saying, I don't have time for that shit, but it wouldn't be bad at all, bucking mother, who are you, damn bad, upset and leaving. 1 hour later. We see Izuku looking at his computer, but he felt weird. Izuku? Who was that rabbit looking at her computer, but she feels something in her stomach, why do I feel this in my stomach, it must be the kicks they gave me the other day, or rather thinking about Mirko increasing her pain, it can't be I've fallen in love with that rabbit, no Izuku, you have things to do for that nonsense, I don't have time for that annoying. But it wouldn't be bad if she were my wife in the future, since I was always alone, and I would like to experience what love is for the first time looking at her computer. Chapter 3, The Three Riddles. Narrator. We see Izuku looking at the computer for a moment since he was going to go to Mayor Grayson's funeral. Izuku? Who could be the rat that steals information and did not hide the Salvador Moroni case, looking at the computer, pausing it, who could that rabbit be? Also, I think she's super strong, she walks as if nothing with her wound, I hope it doesn't hurt too much, looking at the computer, Alfred. Best time, Izuku. Yes, I'm already adjusting his trench coat and hair, I look good. Alfred? Super good, Izuku, even your long hair suits you. He has Robert Pattinson's hair in Batman. Izuku? Thanks, well I'll see you more later after the funeral. Alfred? Wait, Izuku. Something happens. Alfred? I want you to take this by giving him 2 cufflinks, they belong to your father. Izuku? Yes, I remember seeing them, he always told me that he would give them to me, laughing a little. Alfred? I know, Izuku, that's why I always had them for you, you can have in your hands, he said, smiling. Izuku? I will keep them with all my soul and more for my mother and father watching the Makuranillas, I will continue to be the hero that my mother wanted to see in me. 1 hour later. We see Izuku driving a luxurious Mercedes-Benz while watching a demonstration against politicians. Izuku? It seems that the riddle now has a group of admirers watching the demonstration. Police. Over here, young Wayne pointing to a place, and Izuku drove a little until he stops where he gets out of the car, giving the keys to the driver. Reporter. It can't be. Reporter. It's Izuku. Wayne. Reporters. Young Wayne, please, here, taking many photos of Izuku. Izuku. Hello, smiling a little, not wanting to be at the funeral, he stops to look at his cell phone. But someone arrives in a limousine and a man gets out. Izuku is surprised because he saw a woman under the limousine. Izuku's mind. That's Alina, no wonder she felt super weird when she saw the man. Outside of Izuku's mind. Izuku just stared at the man and the woman where he began to follow them, super intrigued to know if it was Selena, but someone stops him. Penguin. Hey, keep your distance, handsome, stopping Izuku, and the man and woman turn around. But look who is the prince of the city and the biggest billionaire in Gotham, how are you, young Wayne, don't you remember me? Izuku. Yes, I know who Mr. Falcone is, a friend of my father and also of my mother, sir, I thought he never left the Iceberg Lounge. Falcone? It's because your father is not there to protect me, friends, his father saved my life, and this boy was present when I was shot, his father, the great Thomas Wayne, saved me, he removed the bullet and saved me while this boy watched, that's why I love the Wayne family. Izuku. Yes, I know and I still remember that, seriously. Falcone. It's a pleasure to see you again, young Wayne, you are just like your father, handsome and a great heir and successor to the Wayne companies and your parents' fortune. Woman. And very gallant and handsome. Izuku. Thank you. Falcone. Well, let's go give the last one to God, to the mayor, getting into Izuku's mind. If he knew that I am more than just a businessman in my parents' industries, if he knew who I really am. Outside of the mind of Izuku. Person. I always trust the riddle. Police. Calm down, sir, grabbing Izuku. Person. I will always believe the riddle, said happily confused to Izuku. That's when a mayor arrives. Mayor. Good morning, young Wayne. Izuku. You are beautiful, really, right, the political candidate, right? Mayor. That's right, and I want to propose something to you. Izuku. What's up, looking everywhere? Mayor. Young Wayne. Izuku. Yes, sorry. Mayor. I propose a treaty if you support my candidacy so that everything is better in Gotham. I will make more heroes come here to Gotham since revenge is the only hero we have, and the truth is I am the one who brought the heroine Mirko, Ryukyu and Hawks, and if you support my candidacy along with the Wayne Company I will make Gotham safer. But Izuku sees Dick Grayson, excuse me I have to go see the widow, she is super hurt, but think about it please with your permission. Izuku. You pass seeing Dick Grayson, but you raise your head seeing none other than Mirko there as if nothing, and Mirko sees him, and the two get confused. Izuku's mind. What is she doing here again? I think that bunny never gets tired, but what is she doing here? How strange is she, somewhat shorter than I remembered, and it seems that her leg is fine, I'm glad, wait, what am I thinking? Mirko's mind. What the hell do they look like, the same eyes, what revenge could it be, what is it? He is very tall, he looks very handsome at the same time, handsome, wait, what am I thinking? Outside of the minds of the two. The two continued to look at each other's eyes very attentively, but the two began to feel their hearts increase in their beating, and the two were lost in each other's gaze. Gordon. Do you know anything about Bill? Chief. Not yet, but you know something, Gordon, or have you talked to his wife? Gordon. Not yet, his wife hasn't heard from him since yesterday, seriously, making Izuku turn to where they were. Chief. How strange, since I sent some police officers to investigate all the places where Bill was. Police. Ah, hello, young Wayne, smiling. At that, some screams are heard outside, something that alerted everyone and more to Izuku. But he sees a silhouette above the church as he looked at everyone. Izuku. But how confused and seeing the door. At that moment, a truck suddenly enters, causing everyone to get scared and run away. Izuku. Oh shit, running Asia, Dick and Mirko where he hugs them and they fall to the ground while the car crashes into a pillar and Izuku sees that the person was no longer there. Izuku where is confused. Mirko, hey idiot, what are you doing, letting go of Izuku's arms and standing up. Izuku, I'm sorry miss, but I got really worried, sorry. Mirko, it's okay, but you don't need anyone's help, seeing that all the police were going to the car. Gordon, get out of the car with your hands up now, screaming get out at once. And that someone gets out of the car. Gordon, get out now, show your hands seriously, and someone gets out of the car. Coulson. Please help me, trying to speak since I had tape on my mouth. Gordon. Bill. Coulson is surprised. Extra. She has a bomb on her neck, scared, making everyone scared. At that moment, a phone started to ring, making them scared, seeing that Bill Coulson had a phone stuck to his hand. Gordon. Clear the place now. So everyone leaves except Izuku and Mirko, who was still looking at Coulson. Izuku's mind. What do you want to play a riddle? Let's play your game outside of. Izuku's mind. Mirko saw how Izuku was standing as if nothing, without fear, and just quickly leaves the place. Mirko. I think I know who you are, revenge. Already at night. Coulson was sitting in a chair where the phone was still ringing. Chief. Gordon, you know what's going on, confused. Gordon. We tried everything to deactivate the bomb, but nothing, watching from a robot that they put a camera on. Then that some footsteps are heard and revenge arrives. Police. That's not true. Chief. What's Gordon doing there? Get him out, he's going to kill him, upset. Mirko. I think I know what he's doing, jumping into the living room where he saw Vengeance, going to where Coulson and removing the tape from his mouth. Coulson. Please help me, scared, and Vengeance removes a letter from his chest where he opens it. Vengeance. Takes the rat to the light, for that you have to catch the rat reading first, and grabs the phone where it puts it on video call. Riddle. Hello Vengeance, how are you? He said happily. Vengeance. Who are you, super serious. Riddle. I'm nobody, I'm just an instrument to unmask this corrupt and dirty city. Vengeance. Unmask seriously. Riddle. Yes, let's do them together, okay, I've been looking for you too, are you part of this? Vengeance. How are you part of this? Riddle. You'll see. Police. Hey boss, you have to see this, pointing at a TV and uploading it. Riddle. Say hello to my followers, we are live and Twitch are going to witness our trial by sitting down, for now the man in front of you, Mr. Coulson, is dead. Coulson. God, someone help me, this crazy man is going to kill me with fear. Riddle. Shut up, you deserve to die for what you did, are you listening to me, screaming furiously. Coulson. Yes, with fear. Riddle. Hey, I'm giving you a chance, I was never given a chance now since I was a child, I have always loved riddles, for me, they are an escape from the horrors of the world, maybe they can also give you comfort, Mr. Coulson. What are you talking about with fear? Riddle. 3 riddles in 2 minutes, if you give me the answers I will give you the combination to the lock, did you understand correctly? Coulson. Yes, I understand, standing up at the same time. Mirko gets off and stands on the side of revenge, just tell me what you want, but he gets scared since the timer started. Riddle. Riddle number 1 can be cruel, poetic or blind, but when there is no violence Coulson. Wait. Can you repeat that? It can be cruel, poetic with fear. Mirko. Justice. Coulson. That. Mirko. The answer is justice. Coulson. Justice. Riddle. Ye is justice and you were supposed to be an arm of justice along with the late mayors and police commissioners, isn't that right, Mr. Coulson said annoyed. Coulson. That with fear. Riddle. Riddle number 2 if you are justice and the truth overflows, what is it? Pressure for you to turn a blind eye. Revenge. Bribes. Coulson. I know bribes. Revenge. Wants to know how much they paid you to look away. Coulson. But to me with fear. Riddle. 58 seconds screaming annoyed. Revenge. How much did they pay you? Coulson. Nothing. Revenge. Mirko. How much did they pay you? Screaming angrily. Coulson. 10,000 a month for not prosecuting certain cases. Mirko. What cases? Coulson. I'm not asking, that's it please. 10,000, that's the answer. 10,000 crying. Riddle. Ha okay don't lose your head Mr. Coulson, just one more before your time runs out. Last riddle, since justice lacks any duty, please tell us what plague you are in charge of protecting. Coulson. Like what plague? Revenge. The rat. Coulson. What? Revenge. The informant they protect in the Salvador Moroni case. Coulson. And how do you know that? Shocked. Revenge. What is his name? Riddle. 20 seconds happy. Revenge. Will he kill you? Mirko. What is his name? Coulson. Anyway, I am a dead name if I speak. Okay, if I don't tell him it will be just me, but if I tell him I have family, people that I love will kill them. Revenge. Who? Coulson. They're watching me. Whispering. Mirko. Who's watching you? Coulson. It's much bigger than you can imagine, it's the whole system. Riddle. 5, 4. Coulson. Oh God, have mercy on me, crying and revenge, throw Mirko away from him. Riddle. 3, 2, goodbye. Then that the bomb explodes, sending vengeance flying, sending him far away, and Mirko didn't hit him since she was far away, and sees that vengeance was fainted, goes to where she was, checks her pulse, seeing that it was at a normal rate, and vengeance alone faints. 20 minutes later. Police. They think he's dead. Police 2. What's in his eyes? Police 3. Better take off his mask to see who's under it. But vengeance gets up upset and sends everyone flying. Gordon. Calm down everyone now upset. Chief. Protect this crazy Jim has Coulson's blood on his hands. Vengeance. Oh, on yours, he said coldly. Chief. What did you say? Revenge. He preferred to die than to talk. Tell me here he was afraid of you. Super serious, and the boss approaches. Boss. Damn imbecile, do you have any idea of the problem you have on top of you? Could be an accomplice to homicide. Police. Enough of the game, grabbing the mask, but revenge sends him far away. Gordon. Backstepping back everyone. Boss. Now you are accused of assaulting an officer. Revenge. Now I accuse me of attacking 3, but someone puts him against the wall. Mirko. What's wrong with you? Upset. Revenge. So now you're also serious. Gordon. We'll take care of it, so go away now. Upset, and all the officers leave, and Gordon approaches Revenge. Gordon. We're going to get you out of here. Mirko. Yes, and I'll help you in everything in the riddle case. Revenge. You have a lot of pressure on you. Gordon. Hit me in the face, take this key, giving him a key, that door leads to a ladder that leads to the roof, whispering low, and Revenge looks at the police. Revenge. Who? The with a mustache with a broken nose, whispering. Gordon. It's Kenzie from Narcotics. Revenge. He's one of the ones I hit at the Iceberg Lounge. Gordon. You mean Kenzie worked for the Penguin, whispering. Revenge. Yes, as a policeman, whispering low, sorry for the blow, hitting Gordon and pushing Mirko, and he runs away quickly where he reaches the hallway where he takes out his hook, starting to go up while several police officers were shooting at him, and he reaches the stairs where he gets a little nervous. Revenge. Damn. But Mirko arrives where he sees him, and both look into each other's eyes, getting lost in each other's gaze a little, and Mirko breaks the doorknob. Mirko. Run. Revenge. Thanks, adjusting his cape, sticking it to his body where he fastens it. Police. There, that one doesn't escape, many police officers coming out of another door. In that revenge, he throws himself into the void where he began to fly with the help of his suit. He was flying all over the place while falling a little under something that he takes advantage of to take out his parachute, but gets tangled with the bridge. Revenge. Falling on top of a car and a garbage can. Revenge. Ouch, standing up, damn it hurt, annoying, leaving in pain. 20 minutes later. Mirko. Okay. Gordon. At least he apologized, rubbing his eye, and Revenge arrives. Revenge. Now I know who can take us to the rat. Gordon. Who? Revenge. The Penguin, let's go for him. I discovered that his drug trafficking is still active, so let's go. Chapter 4 Izuku, Mirko vs the Penguin. Narrator. We see Revenge and Mirko on top of the roof where the Penguin Gordon was. You see something? Revenge. Only the same policeman who broke my nose and the Penguin apparently are doing business with someone, but I think they are going to export the drugs elsewhere, speaking from the microphone in his ear while it was raining. Gordon. I will be attentive to every movement. Revenge. Yes, seriously, seeing the Penguin keeping money in a car. Mirko. Why are you doing that? Revenge. What thing? Mirko. I mean, you have no quirk at all, but you are still a hero because you do it curious while it was raining. Revenge. I promised it to someone. Mirko. To someone curious. Revenge. Ah, someone who did believe in me and loved me, but is no longer in this world. At the same time, he was always by my side, remembering someone special, but he was no longer there. But Revenge and Mirko see Selena, who was trying to open the truck where she had the money. Selena. Damn, it doesn't open, upset trying to open the trunk of the truck. Revenge. You're stealing from the wrong people. Selena. What are you doing here, confused and upset? Revenge. Rather, what are you doing here? Selena. It seems like I'm trying to open the trunk. Revenge. You're in danger, better go. Selena. I'm not leaving here without this money and my best friend who I don't know where she is. Mirko. Hey, listen to her please, you're going to die. Selena. What do you care? Bunny opening the trunk but gets a big surprise. No, Micah not in shock seeing the port of Micah already lifeless. And that they receive some shots where Revenge takes out a hook, grabs Mirko and they move away. Bard. It's Revenge shooting, but he gets shot in the shoulder. Gordon. Not so fast shooting and everyone took cover. Penguins. Hey Revenge, furious shooting. You think you can steal from me, piece of shit, it's my money and whoever messes with me will die, angry shooting. Selena. Shit, what am I going to do? She comes here with nerves and the Penguin gets closer and closer. But then a loud noise is heard that alerts everyone, where everyone sees a big blue light and a lot of fire. Penguins. Annoyed son of a bitch seeing Revenge that was on top of nothing more and nothing less than the Batmobile, along with Mirko. Revenge accelerates a little to scare everyone. Penguin. Kenzie brings the money, grabbing the backpacks, and Kenzie leaves. Hey son of a bitch, upset and getting into another car where she leaves from there, the same as Gordon and Selena. Selena. I will kill the son of a bitch, I will avenge you, Micah putting on her helmet and driving away super fast. With Revenge. Revenge was driving super fast to catch up with Penguin, where the two were even. Penguin. Take it, bucking asshole shooting at the glass, surprising himself since it was bulletproof. Mirko. I'm glad you put armor on it. Revenge. My car has more things, driving until they reached a highway where the Penguin began to drive in the wrong direction, causing the Batmobile to slip. Penguin. Ha 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 ha, driving fast, but what a bucking annoying thing seeing the Batmobile going super fast. On the side, an annoying idiot driving super badly and the rain had increased and they passed to the other lane where the Penguin was driving faster until some trucks block him. Penguin. On the side, a bucking idiot, furious, but he is in shock since he sees the Batmobile approaching. Revenge. We already have you. Mirko. Faggot, Penguin said mockingly. Penguin. Buck everything, breaking, causing a truck to crash. Revenge, Mirko. But what the buck in shock where all the trucks started to crash into each other and one hits them from behind. Mirko. Bucking mother holding on tight. Revenge. Buck everything, pressing a button that was the nitro where he started going fast. At the same time an explosion occurred. Penguin. Woo, why have you, ha ha ha, I have you, ha ha ha, I beat you, crazy shit, I beat you, ha 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 ha, he said mockingly and laughing at the same time. At that the Batmobile comes out of the fire as if nothing had happened, leaving the Penguin in shock. Penguin. What the hell, scared, and the Batmobile goes towards the Penguin's car where it crashes, flying, but he was still inside the car and falls headfirst while the Batmobile brakes. Penguin. Aw shit, with pain, but he sees something that impacted him, but what the buck? And that the Penguin sees Mirko and Revenge get out of the Batmobile and they go towards him while it rains, but the Penguin is shocked since the two look like bats and more Mirko, who look like a bat with big ears that must be scary, something that terrified the Penguin and Revenge, and Mirko arrive where he is, where they crouch down. Revenge. We have you, idiot. Mirko. I hope you are useful to us, super serious. 1 hour later. Gordon. Very well, tell us where the riddle is serious. Penguin. What are you talking about, confused? Revenge. Do not pretend you are the rat who hides information from all Gothic so that we do not know that you were the informant who is in the case of Salvador Moroni and others, that is why the riddle is marrying them. Penguin. Who is the riddle? Mirko. You do know him, idiot, that is why he hides it, why you are the rat. Penguin. The rat, confused. Revenge. Yes, you are the rat. Gordon. Why do penguins have fins, seriously? Penguin. Yes, they will be stupid and idiots. Penguins do not fly, they flap their wings because they do not fly. I think you are the rat, since bats look like rats, and they fly. Stupid pieces of shit. Never, and I mean never will you see a penguin fly ever. Super annoying. Mirko. Wait, do you mean seeing revenge? Revenge. I am the rat, half surprised and taking his laptop out of his wrist, beginning to write that takes to a page, and was surprised at the same time. He got angry because someone started to answer him. Riddle. Hello rat. Revenge. What do you want from me? Writing. Riddle. That you take the real rat to the light, take it out of its cage where that rat has always been. Revenge. What rat are you talking about? Super serious. Riddle. I'll give you a riddle where it can be. It's a place where many thousands of children are there so that their dreams are extinguished forever. Revenge. I know where it is. Turning off his laptop, let's go to the Wayne orphanage now. Gordon. What are you talking about? Revenge. Maybe the rat or the riddle is there. Serious. Mirko. Then let's go at once. Revenge. I feel like it's there, so we go, getting into the Batmobile and Gordon to his car where the two of them leave. Penguin. Hey bucking idiots, who's going to untie me? Walking like a penguin. 10 minutes later. We see the three arriving at an orphanage. Revenge. The Wayne orphanage, where it was controversial because they say that Thomas Wayne and Inko Wayne stole money from the orphanage, but the truth is that they never did that, since that money was put into improvements to more orphanages in their name, including this one. Mirko. And you, as you know, curious and revenge. He just stayed quiet, but in his eyes, they looked like he was somewhat angry or serious. Revenge. We're going down, and Mirko, the same Mirko where everyone gets into. Gordon. This doesn't make sense because they sent us. Revenge. Maybe because we find something. But a person passes in front. Mirko. Hey, you running, but you see a group of people. Gordon. Ah, they're just drug addicts upset going somewhere else. Revenge. Stop, do you hear that? Listening to a voice. Mirko. He is walking nearby where he opens a door where they see a projector playing a video. Thomas. Today we will give $1 million to the orphanage so that children with wonderful quirks and future heroes have a great future and be our heroes who will save not only Gotham but the world, and I, Thomas Wayne, swear that this orphanage will have some great heroes in the future. Revenge. The day they inaugurated the orphanage, but when Thomas and Inko Wayne were murdered, everything went to hell. Watching the video, but see some graffiti on the walls. Mirko. That's why they think it's corrupt. Gordon. Exactly, only because the orphanage money was used for Inko and Thomas Wayne's farewell. Revenge. That's right, seeing a graffiti, and little by little he began to understand something. Revenge. The sins of the father fall on the children, half surprised but in shock. Gordon. I think his next victim is Izuku Wayne, but he sees that he was no longer there. Hey. Mirko. Where did he go? Gordon. I think to look for Izuku Wayne. Mirko. Let's go quickly. But Izuku. Izuku. Fast driving, super fast, and shouting at the same time, calling Alfred. Answer me, Alfred. Fast driving fast, and someone answers. Hello. Izuku. Dory, I need to talk to Alfred. Dory. They're young Wayne. Izuku. Listen to me, something terrible is about to happen. Dory. I'm afraid it already happened, sir. Izuku. What are you talking about? Confused. At that, Izuku is in shock since he was looking at his house, but he sees smoke coming out, implying that something exploded. Izuku. Alfred in shock, slowly removing his mask. Dory. Like an hour ago, I don't know how sorry I was. I tried to locate him hanging, leaving Izuku in shock. With Mirko, she had arrived at Izuku's house. Mirko. What happened here? Ryukyu. Apparently someone placed a bomb that was addressed to a certain Izuku Wayne. Hawks. Apparently the butler was seriously injured, but in the end he is fine. Then Izuku arrives with his black clothes. Izuku. QQQQQ, what happened here? Worried. Police. A package arrived that was addressed to you. It contained an S4 explosive, and we tied these, also taking out a letter addressed to Batman and. Izuku opens it. See you in hell. Reading the letter. Mirko. I'm so sorry, Mr. Wayne. Izuku. Thank you, bowing his head, covering his face with his black hair, and Mirko was a little surprised since he saw that Izuku had a little black color in his eyes that was not noticeable, something that she noticed. Mirko's mind. It was always you who got revenge. Chapter 5, The Rat. Narrator. We see Izuku in the hospital room watching Alfred sleeping. Doctor. Young Wayne, I'm afraid to tell you that visiting hours just ended. Izuku. Yes, you're okay standing up. Doctor. Fortunately his injuries weren't super serious since he was super fast in throwing the bomb away, but he needs some rest. Don't worry, he's going to wake up very soon. Don't worry, young. Izuku. I hope so, seeing Alfred sleeping. Already in the Batcave. Izuku was putting away the Batmobile since he went to do a normal patrol. He gets out of the Batmobile and goes to his computer at the same time he takes off his mask. Izuku? I guess now the riddle one seriously taking off his mask, well his hair fell out at the same time he turned on the TV to distract himself. Reporter. And in other news today an anonymous video was sent to the set since it has something personal from the Waynes. That surprised Izuku and he watched TV carefully. Riddle. The Waynes, one of the multimillionaire families with our money and money from their companies. Wayne, whatever, being the son of the Waynes. Izuku Wayne since he had everything and I was forgotten by everyone and more by the Waynes since they said they were going to invest in our orphanage and also with that money, why did they never pay for Inko Wayne's medications since she was like a crazy person? Why do you think she was never with her husband Thomas Wayne and her son Izuku Wayne, showing images of Inko hospitalized? Izuku. Mom traumatized remembering how his mother was admitted to Arkham and was taken away from her for several months. Riddle. Hehehehe and the best of all is that this is not the only news I have, but that Thomas Wayne when everyone knew about the big news, Thomas told Falcone to kill the reporter who publishes that news, and you know who Edward Elliot since the Arkham and Wayne are only the oldest most important relatives of all Gothic, and that is why he did not want his reputation to be stained, go the Wayne turned out to be very liars than ever. And that Izuku turns off the TV while he was super thoughtful at the same time surprised. Izuku. But why my nobody told me anything in shock, mom remembering his mother how she played with him and how she was always there for him. 11:30 a.m. Izuku was in his old mansion Wayne moving the table without a shirt. At that moment he began to graffiti the Flora map and some parts where he stands. Izuku. Well where could the riddle be looking at his little map, where could I be since Bill Coulson was in the Iceberg Lounge and the former police commissioner was at the docks damn where could he be looking at his map and goes like this room where he takes out some documents and it doesn't match anything. Izuku. It doesn't match anything annoying, damn what should I do? 5 minutes later. We see Izuku reviewing some documents of dangerous criminals but it didn't match anything. Izuku. This doesn't make sense who could be the annoying riddle leaning on the table since he was a little tired. At that he receives a signal. Selena. Hey you're there talking through the contact lens. Izuku. Selena confused raising her head. Selena. You've been incommunicado lately do you know anything about who could kill my friend? Izuku. I'm sorry but I still haven't found answers not even mine. Selena. How have you been? That surprised Izuku a little since no one had had a somewhat close relationship with the people. Izuku. Almost good since I can't find anything not even who I kill your friend. Selena. I'm glad you know we are very similar. Izuku. In what sense? Selena. In that we are lonely people and now we are alone. Izuku. You're right but why so much interest in me? Selena. Why do I want to see how you are since I haven't seen you lately apart from that she is also interested in you moving the contact lens showing to someone. Izuku. Mirko surprised. Mirko. That's right here I am tell me what happened to you. Izuku. Nothing I just want answers. Mirko. We need to see each other to see what to do with the riddle. Izuku. Hey Mirko. Mirko. What's up revenge? Izuku. Honestly you are the best heroine in the world that I know in the world, I mean you are interested in justice not fame, that's why it's good to team up with you half smiling, well I'm going, I have to solve some questions hanging, at least I have a friend in the world lying on the table. Already at night. Izuku knocks on the door of the Iceberg Lounge where the twins open. Twin 1. What's up? Izuku. You know who I am, I need to see Mr. Falcone. Twin 2. Go ahead, pass. So Izuku walks while looking at many people having a good time, while the purple Lamborghini of Skrillex was heard and Izuku enters an elevator. Twin 1. I'm sorry but I can't pass here anymore, only the greatest of Gothic like you. Izuku. Thanks pressing the button like this going up to the highest floor of the Iceberg Lounge, where he arrives at a very elegant room. Izuku sighs. I hope he's here walking a little where he was seeing many bodyguards where Izuku arrives and sees Falcone playing Viller. Izuku. Mr. Falcone. Falcone. Hello young Wayne, how are you throwing ball, why do you always dress in black? Izuku. Why do I feel very comfortable in my black clothes? Falcone. Well boy, what have you come for? Izuku. It is true that my father ordered the killing of Edward Elliot, seriously leaving Falcone shocked. Falcone. Gentlemen, please leave us alone. Going like that Izuku while the guards leave. Izuku. Is it true or not? Falcone. Yes all that is true but how do you know that? Izuku. The riddle. Falcone. Ah, that's true. Look, Izuku, your father was afraid that the reputation of the Wayne would be stained, so when your mother was interned again, Edward was the one who interrogated your mother while she was in Arkham, since he wanted to know the truth about your father, but I never thought it would come to that after my shooting. And the truth, when we recovered the recording tapes, we were very surprised since Inko always talked about you. Izuku. About me? Something surprised. Falcone. Yes, she spent hours talking about you. Izuku. About what? Confused. Falcone. That when she found out that you don't have a quirk she got very depressed, but she never lost hope of seeing you as a hero, and honestly that is mother's love, and the truth is when we went to see her she always cried since you weren't there to see her something serious, your mother loved you very much. Izuku. Izuku. Thanks for telling me all that, Mr. Falcone. I hope you clear all that up by going to play. 5 minutes later. We see Izuku in Alfred's room where he is staying, and Alfred slowly wakes up and sees Izuku. Alfred. Izuku smiling, and Izuku stared at him seriously. Izuku. You lied to me. Seriously, you lied to me all these years that I spent with you. You lied to me all this time. Super serious. Alfred. What are you talking about? Izuku. Izuku. I talked to Falcone about everything my father did to save his image, his companies. Alfred. That's not true. Izuku somewhat annoyed. Izuku. And why did you hide it from me? Said coldly. Alfred. Because I didn't know how he would think. Seriously, look Izuku, when your father found out about that he never accepted it, since it was Falcone who planned all that, since the Wayne family and Falcone's family were very important in Gotham and they never showed any problem, that's why he sent Edward to be killed. Look Izuku, when your parents died, I wanted to take the secret to the grave, since you were just a little boy who was afraid of the world. I saw it in your eyes, and I was also afraid that you would think differently than your father, but your father was always a good man and a good father at the same time. Why do you think your father would always visit your mother despite all that? Sighing. I'm sorry Izuku. Izuku. Don't be sorry. Alfred sighing. I never thought I would feel that kind of fear again. I thought I had mastered it. The truth is I'm not afraid of dying. Now I understand that there is something that I have not yet overcome, and that is the fear of living that again, losing someone I care about. Half serious at the same time cold, making Alfred smile, who raises his hand, something that Izuku takes, making them both smile. But Izuku looks up and was surprised since the bat signal was activated out of nowhere. Alfred. Your mother always knew that one day you would become a great hero Izuku, so go Izuku, be the hero that your mother always wanted to see in you. I feel that your mother would be super proud of you. Izuku. Thanks Alfred. An hour later. We see Revenge in an elevator where she arrives where Gordon and Selena were. Revenge. What's going on here? Seriously, Selena, what are you doing? Selena. I caught the son of a bitch kicking Kenshi. Gordon. Already vast. Revenge. Already vast. Selena. Why are you always behind Falcone and his henchmen like the annoying penguin? Selena. Why Falcone is my father? Screaming furiously. Revenge. How confused and serious. Selena. If that miserable shit raped my mother and when I was born he killed her for nothing and I was left alone in the streets, that's why I want to get revenge on him. Annoyed, taking out a gun. Revenge. Selena grabbing her gun. If you kill him all of Falcone's mafia will come for you. Understand? It's somewhat annoying, and after a few seconds Selena lowers the gun and kicks him, making him knocked out. Selena. You know you're the reason she's careful not to kill each other. Also, thank you for being with me and helping me. At that moment, Selena approaches Vengeance and gives Vengeance a kiss, which he reciprocates a little. Mirko. I've arrived, but I'm in shock seeing Vengeance and Selena kissing each other, but for some reason he felt a huge throbbing in his heart and the two separate. Selena. But now I have to be a super bad villain. At that, Selena took a big leap into the void where she takes out a hook and they leave while swinging. Vengeance. Gordon, go to the station, get everyone. Gordon. It's okay, running out quickly. Vengeance. And as for you seeing Mirko. Mirko. What would that be? Vengeance. Thank you for being my partner and never leaving me alone, taking out a hook and jumping into the void while swinging. Mirko. You're welcome. Going like that. Already at night. Selena reaches the top floor of the Iceberg Lounge where she enters Falcone's office. Selena. Mr. Falcone, feigning sadness. Luckily she didn't recognize him by his pink wig. Falcone. What's up, dear? Selena. My name is Margot and I'm looking for my friend who disappeared a while ago, and I'm wiping away her tears. Falcone. Calm down, dear, wait, I'll go get a glass of water. Meanwhile downstairs. Gemello. Who is opening the door, leaving the place seeing that there was no one there but two people enter. Izuku. What bad security. Mirko. I can see your face now. Izuku. I already told you not to put it on. Seeing the mask going to the light room, well, here it is. Mirko. What are you going to do? Izuku. I always work in the dark. But Falcone. I already arrived dear, but he is shocked. Selena. Hi dad, do you remember me? I was going to shoot but someone cuts the power. Falcone. Oh, shit. Just then, someone comes up in the elevator. Guards. To him, boys. And that only shots are heard while Revenge and Mirko hit all the guards, leaving them knocked out. Revenge. But going to Falcone and punches him so hard that he sends him far away, and Selena grabs the gun, but Revenge grabs him. Selena. I want to kill him, he killed my mother, I want to kill that annoying bastard. Revenge. That doesn't make a hero. Selena. I'm not a hero, annoying. Revenge. But for me if serious, leaving Selena shocked by the words, and Revenge lets her go. Revenge. Not all of us are bad Selena, it's just that anger wins us over, grabbing Falcone, and the two go down. Falcone. Hey, but what do you think you're doing? Do you know what half Gothic is on my side, so you can all obey what I order, idiot said mockingly. At that, Falcone was surprised as he saw many police officers, including Hawks and Ryukyu. Gordon. Not all of us believe in you, putting handcuffs on you, you are under arrest for all the charges in the past, anything you say could be used against you, and you have the right to a lawyer. If you can't pay for it, one will be activated. Penguin. Finally, you son of a bitch fell. Falcone. Excuse me, what did you say? Penguin. Finally, your reign will go to hell. Falcone. But you will always remain my pet, bucking Penguin. Penguin. Son of a bitch was going to take out his gun. But someone shoots Falcone and they throw the Penguin down. Penguin. Hey, idiots, it was me, really, it wasn't me, upset and Revenge, he was surprised as Falcone died quickly. Thus dying, Falcone forever and Revenge. Look, there was a light, look up and was surprised. Revenge. Takes the rat to the light, surprised. Police. Hey look, there is someone pointing at an apartment building. Ryukyu. Don't let him escape. So everyone running super fast until they reach the Riddle's apartment. Revenge. Damn, he's not upset. Gordon. The unhappy man escaped. Police. Boss, I think he escaped to the cafeteria since someone entered quickly. Gordon. Let's go quickly. So everyone went down and went quickly, and everyone sees a person inside the cafeteria and enters. Gordon. Policeman stands still, raising his gun. Policeman. Raises his hands. The man raises his hands and turns around. Riddler. Order a pumpkin pie, he said, smiling, and a policeman began to handcuff him while looking at someone. Revenge. Your serious reign has finally come to an end. Riddle. If you came, Revenge said happily. Police. Which of the two is showing some credentials? Riddle. You should know, he said calmly. Police. Up, weakling, stopping the Riddle and quickly put him in a patrol car. 1 hour later. We see Revenge and the Riddle in a guest room. Riddle. What Revenge? I never thought you would discover that you would discover all my riddles, wow, I never thought I would see you in person, the truth is I sincerely thought you were a myth, since everyone told me that maybe I didn't exist, and honestly you surprised me too much, since if you are super real, wow, I never thought that you Izuku would be the one who would wear that mask, he said calmly, surprised. Revenge, Izuku Wayne, the only son of the Wayne family, heir to the enormous and multi-million-dollar Wayne fortune, he said calmly, and Revenge is approaching the Riddle, wow, without a quirk, boy without a quirk, and I am a simple quirk, what a coincidence that we are both quirks, I am a vigilante who wants to disprove the city of hypocrites and corrupt shit, and I will always be remembered for life. Revenge. You're just a bucking crazy. Riddle. What? Revenge. You're a sick delusional twisted. Riddle. How can you say that, sad? Revenge. Do you think you'll be remembered? You're a pathetic psychopath who begs for attention, you're going to die alone in Arkham Furious. Riddle. No. Revenge. You're a furious nobody. Riddle. No, screaming loud, that wasn't how I planned it, I thought you would understand me because we are both orphans, and I thought it opened a connection, sad. Revenge. Do you think someone would understand everything you did, annoying? Riddle. Well, since you caught me, I'll say my last riddle, it's something you will never avoid. What's coming, he said calmly, leaving Revenge confused. Revenge. What did you do, confused and serious. Riddle. Revenge. What did you do, screaming furiously, hitting the window. Riddle. Revenge. What did you do, screaming furiously, hitting the window again and again. Riddle. Singing super happy. Chapter 6, Izuku vs the Riddles. Narrator. We see Revenge in the Riddle department. Mind of Revenge. What are you hiding to take me back here? Outside the mind of Revenge. Police. Stop screaming, it's you, I'm sorry, I thought you were a thief, but what are you doing here? Curious, and Revenge just kept investigating until he finds something and grabs her. Mind of Revenge. Why did he always want this thing to kill? Outside the mind of Revenge. Police. What a sick bastard who kills someone innocent with a carpet remover said calmly. Revenge? What? Police. Well, the thing is that my uncle works removing and installing carpets and they are very good since they are always very useful the truth and honestly I don't know what he would use it for to kill someone he said calmly. Mind of revenge. If this weapon is your favorite then. Out of the mind of revenge. Revenge buries the piece and began to remove the carpet. Police. Hey wait, you can't do that, plus I'm going to get fired. Why would you do that? Confused, but he was very surprised. But what? Revenge. He can't be surprised since he was looking at a map that marked some points of the city and said big change, surprising the two. Police. What is that? Revenge. A plan of destruction to end Gothic. Looking at the map, but a computer turns on and Revenge puts a password that was there and a video began to play. Riddle. Thank you very much my fans for being aware of all my live streams and for joining my Twitch channel. Thank you very much for everything, but today I have great news to give you. In a few days, when some of the mayoral candidates win, some bombs will be activated to show that no hero is what is seen on TV, they are just role models, so that people trust in something, but today will be the fall of all the heroes of Gotham, especially Revenge, he said calmly. At that point a super loud explosion is heard, and another. Revenge. But how surprised since the walls were stopping the water, they exploded, causing the water to begin to flood some parts of the city. Riddle. Yes. Riddle 1. I'm already in position. Riddle 2. Let's kill everyone. Loading his rifle. Bella. Wait here. Gordon takes care of Dick Grayson going up to the podium. Listen to me, I know everyone is worried, but some heroes from Japan are coming. Calm everyone, but receives a shot in his shoulder where he falls to the ground, thus beginning to shoot the riddles. But then some big bombs started to sound all over the place, breaking the glass of the roof, and then Revenge falls where he started hitting all the riddles and takes out his 2, where he pulls 2 people sending them to hang, and the same with others where only 5 people hung, while he continued hitting all of Riddle's henchmen where one started shooting at his suit but it didn't hurt him at all. Revenge. Do you think that will stop me? Super serious, hitting him. Meanwhile, downstairs. Gordon was taking care of Bella and Dick where look what Revenge he was fighting. Gordon. Hey, how do I get up there? Police. Up the stairs. Gordon. Follow me, now running away, yes, but Selena and Mirko come for Revenge. Mirko. But how surprised I was seeing Revenge fight. Selena. Come on, she needs us. With Revenge. Revenge. Damn tired and runs quickly and hits another person, but someone sends him flying, but Revenge grabs the edge. Riddle 10. Heroes are always going to fall, that's why I always liked being a villain. He was going to take out his gun, but someone kicks him and sends him far away. Mirko. Come on, let's go quickly, grabbing the hand of Revenge where it lifts him up. Are you okay? Revenge. It's you. Mirko. I will never leave you alone in life. Revenge. Thank you for always being by my side. At that moment, the two see each other, and Mirko began to approach where the two give each other a kiss that expressed a lot of love, but what surprised Mirko was that Vengeance was reciprocating the kiss, and the two separate but a thread of saliva united them. But someone grabs Mirko where he began to strangle her. At that moment Vengeance takes out an injection with a green liquid and quickly injects her. Revenge. AI screaming furiously and jumps to the riddle where he began to hit him super hard. Revenge. Die death die screaming furiously disfigured to the riddle and Gordon stops him. Gordon. Calm down already, calm down, it's over serious, and Revenge he began to calm down slowly and come to Riddle. Riddle. You are going to die, you are all going to die, pointing to a large lamp that was falling, but it was full of electricity. Selena. We have to remove it because if it falls maybe everyone will die. Revenge. I'm going standing up. Mirko. Hey wait, you can die. Revenge. I know, but if you're okay I will be too. And that Revenge took a great leap where he reaches the cable where he takes out a large batarang from his chest. Revenge. I is screaming loudly and cutting the cable where everything turns off and Revenge falls into the water. Mirko. Revenge, worried. Selena. Where she is worried. But you see Revenge comes out of the water and takes out a flare and began to walk and reaches where everyone is. Revenge. Come on, go out, raising your hand, seeing that everyone was afraid of him, but Dick Grayson grabs Revenge's hand with great confidence and so everyone leaves quickly. Revenge. Come, follow me. So everyone began to follow Revenge with great confidence since they were no longer afraid of him, while the heroes looked surprised since everyone now trusted in Revenge. Narrates Revenge. Wednesday, November 2nd. The city is still sunken, the National Guard is coming, and some heroes who can control the water. Everything went out in Gothic, but criminals never sleep, not even in these cases, but now Gothic will not be a fool anymore. Bella. I know that we are going through a big problem in Gothic, but I will try to prevent Gothic from sinking into darkness, and we will try to rise again and keep Gothic standing forever," he said smiling, making everyone applaud for the mayor's words. "Now I am not the only hero who is in Gothic, but now they consider me the symbol of peace of Gothic. I know that I tried to prevent it from sinking into darkness like me, but now I am not alone, and now I will continue to improve more." End of narration. We see Revenge putting a woman on a stretcher, but the woman hugs him tightly. "Woman. Thank you very much," she said smiling, shedding tears. Revenge. Nothing serious. Well, they took the woman to the hospital, and Revenge kept looking at the sun, but without it bothering her. Mind of Revenge. "Maybe I am Revenge, but a righteous avenger. I will try not to sink into the darkness more than I already am. I need to be more than Revenge, the hero that Gothic always wanted." Outside of the mind of Revenge. Hawks. "Hey Revenge," he said calmly, and Revenge turns around. "Good job with what you did in the stadium. You are a great hero. Thanks for helping us a lot. What a great quirk you have." Vengeance. "I don't have a serious quirk and it's going for another person badly injured," leaving Hawks super surprised. Hawks. "Yes, you are a great hero." Revenge smiling, going to help someone else. 1 hour later. We see Selena putting flowers on a tombstone. Selena. "Rest in peace mom," smiling. Mirko. Revenge. "You're leaving." Selena. "Ah, what a scare. Well, if I go to the north of the city, how about if you go with me?" Mirko. "I am super comfortable here in Gothic." Selena. "And what about you approaching Revenge in a flirtatious way?" Revenge. "I can't, they need me seeing the bat signal." Selena. "I understand, but you know, giving her a short kiss. You are the only man who never looked at me with lust or desire. You are the best hero at the same time." The best man smiling, getting on his motorcycle next to his cats and turns around. Selena. "We will not see Revenge soon. Mirko, take care, then we will see each other soon." Putting on the helmet, sincerely the two make a nice sentimental couple, starting to drive, leaving the two alone. Mirko. "But what a day." Vengeance. "And why was the kiss curious and serious?" Mirko. I did not know what to do. I was tempted." Vengeance. "You like me, right? Seriously?" Mirko. "No, of course not." Super upset and blushed. Vengeance. "Seriously?" Mirko. "If I do not like you upset, but I felt a throbbing in my chest." Vengeance. "Are you serious that you want to see my full face?" Serious. Mirko. "Your face really surprised." Vengeance. "Do you want to see it?" Mirko. "Of course." In that, Mirko sees that Vengeance began to take off his mask and takes it off completely, revealing his identity. Izuku. "Well, this is my face." Half serious. Mirko. "I already knew." Izuku. "How?" Half surprised. Mirko. "Yes, since when the funeral was, and when he fights you for the first time, I saw that your eyes are green emerald and Vengeance have the same eyes, so I'm the first to know Vengeance's identity." Izuku said mockingly. "I never told him, but I like being with you a lot. Finally I have someone I care about a lot." That surprised Mirko a lot, and his heart began to palpitate, and he would blush more since he was seeing Izuku's super beautiful smile. Izuku. "Thank you," adjusting his hair. Mirko. "Thank you, why?" Confused. Izuku. "For opening my heart, and for the first time I feel what love is," he said smiling, adjusting his long hair. Mirko. "So what do you want us to be now?" Izuku. "What do you think, silly?" he said smiling. Mirko. "Do you want to walk with me?" Half blushing. Izuku. "I will do it, don't worry, my dad taught me how to do it by kneeling down." Mirko. "Would you like to be my girlfriend, my wife, the mother of my children?" he said smiling, making Mirko blush a lot, and his heart was pounding a lot. Izuku. "You don't want to," standing up, "it's okay anyway. There are many women in the world." Mirko. "Yes," screaming and hugging him, yes, I accept to be your girlfriend," said smiling. Izuku. "But you have to close the deal." And that Izuku and Mirko see each other and kiss, but this expressed all the love they felt for each other for a long time. The kiss lasted a couple of seconds, and they separate with a thread of saliva that united them. Izuku. "Then now we are." Mirko. "Couple, yes, and listen to me well. Revenge, you are mine, did you understand? Mine." Jealous and serious, moving her tail from one side to the other. Izuku. "Okay, my beautiful brunette," giving her a kiss. "By the way, my real name is Izuku Thomas Wayne." Mirko. "And mine Rumi Isajiyama." Izuku. "Okay Rumi, then let's go." Putting on her mask. Rumi. "Okay, bat." Getting on the motorcycle, the two of them leave and exit the cemetery, but they see Selena on her motorcycle. Revenge. "Goodbye Selena," seriously driving faster. Already at night. Izuku and Rumi were kissing in Izuku's room, and the two go to bed, but Izuku gets on top. Izuku. "I'm going to confess something to you, it's my first time doing this, I never did it with other girls." Rumi. "Mine too, bat, so it's our first time for both of us," said calmly. Izuku. "Okay." Lemon skipped. Rumi. I love you Izuku. Izuku. I love you Rumi. So the two of them did it all night until they fell asleep. Chapter 7 My New Life. Narrator. We see Izuku and Rumi sleeping peacefully, but Rumi had a big smile since she finally had a boyfriend in her life, and he was super handsome while sleeping with a smile, but the two began to wake up slowly and look into each other's eyes, but they approach each other, giving each other a kiss of pure love. The kiss lasted a couple of seconds, until the two separate but a thread of saliva united them. Izuku. Good morning bunny. Rumi. Good morning love giving him another kiss. Wow I didn't know you did it so rich love she said flirtatiously caressing Izuku's chest. Izuku. Really confused, I did it well confused. Rumi. Yes wait have you never done it with girls? Izuku. No since that never caught my attention, but honestly I never thought if one day I would do it like that is my first time doing that. Rumi. Mine too. Izuku. I thought you had slept with some men. Rumi. Silly the truth is that I was not interested in having a partner either besides I wanted to give my first time to the person I love the most and it's you Izuku. Izuku. I'm glad to hear that giving him a kiss, well let's have breakfast. So the two stand up Izuku puts on his boxers and black pants but hears a loud bang and sees Rumi on the ground. Izuku. Are you okay Rumi stopping? Rumi. Yes it's just that my legs hurt. Izuku. Yes a bullet doesn't hurt you, but about 3 hours of hex does hurt you said mockingly. Rumi. Idiot hitting him with a pillow. Izuku. Well let me help you by putting on her suit and boots that she uses, ready and now since you are my girlfriend carrying her like a princess, I will carry you like a king. Rumi. You are a cheesy fool. Izuku. But you love that I act like that. Rumi. Yes moving her ears up and down. Izuku. Well let's go down with Rumi in my arms and sit her on the couch where Izuku prepared cereal for breakfast and arrived with 2 plates like that having breakfast quietly until. Izuku. Hey Rumi. Rumi. Tell me bad eating. Izuku. Now that I remember we don't use condoms. Rumi. Ah don't worry about that you need more than 1 round to get me pregnant. Izuku. How half confused. Rumi. Yes in my family it was always difficult to get the women in my family tree pregnant, I don't know why the men were still alive he laughing a little. Izuku. But how did you come into the world putting his head on her shoulder? Rumi. My mother confessed to me that she raped my father all night and got pregnant with me. Izuku. And your father is currently in a wheelchair. Rumi. Only when he was 1-year-old baby. Izuku. I see but Rumi puts him to bed and climbs on top of him. Rumi. Do you want to know something else? Izuku. Yes. Rumi. All the women in my family love guys like you. Izuku. In what sense? Rumi. Handsome, kind, calm, nice, fun, chivalrous and above all approaching, who know how to please us rich in bed. Izuku. I'm glad to be one of those men smiling. At that Rumi and Izuku began to kiss romantically, but the two began to intensify to the point that Izuku bit Rumi's lips, making moans come out of her, and they were about to do it, and Rumi was going to take off her suit but. Ori. What are you doing Izuku Wayne surprised and the two get scared and stop. Izuku. Dori I thought you were with Alfred adjusting his sweater. Ori. I just came back from the hospital and who is she? Izuku. Dori she is Rumi Isagayama my girlfriend. Rumi. Nice to meet. You Dori. I thought I would never have a girlfriend young Wayne. Izuku. Well now I have a girlfriend and my future wife smiling hugging Rumi. Ori. I'm very glad I hope you both are happy. Izuku. Since you came Dori curious. Ori. To give this giving her a key, it is the key to her parents' house. Izuku. Really well thank you very much. Ori. You're welcome by the way Inko I would be very happy that you had a girlfriend. Izuku. I think so too she said smiling, well in a while we'll go to my parents' house while Dori goes to pack we're leaving today. Ori. Is it okay going up the stairs? Rumi. So you have many houses? Izuku. Yes but I want my parents' house it is something that I have a great affection for my house where I was born grabbing the key, now squeezing her buttocks. Rumi. It's that I want it around. Izuku. Yes but at least control your tail by squeezing his right buttock harder. Rumi. Like that Izuku squeezes harder moaning something moving his tail from side to side. Izuku. Well let's pack everything by the way your things are at the hotel you're staying at. Rumi. Yes. Izuku. We'll go through them now pack. 1 hour later. We see Izuku and Rumi in a Lamborghini Urus in the middle of a highway calmly while talking to get to know each other better. Rumi. I didn't know you liked Nirvana. Izuku. I honestly love their albums I almost have all of them I'm just missing Nevermind and In Utero. Rumi. I see and a question is it true that emos don't bathe said mockingly. Izuku. I may be emo, but at least I bathe with 1 drop on the head. Umi. Finally an emo who does bathe. By the way, your black leather jacket is super comfortable. Izuku. I'll give it to you. Umi. Really? Izuku. Yes, I have many of those. Umi. Thanks. Love giving her a kiss. Well, since we are already boyfriend and girlfriend and we are going to move, there's something I have to confess. Izuku. What thing? Don't tell me you are Behexwell and you want me to buck your girlfriend. Umi. No, idiot, apart from that I do not share what is mine. Izuku. Then holding back laughter. Umi. That I'm in heat. Izuku. What is that? Confused. Umi. You see, you know that I am a rabbit, right? Izuku. Yes, I know perfectly well. Umi. Well, my quirk shares similarities with rabbits, so much so that I inherited everything from rabbits, and you know there comes a time when I have to mate and the males always look for the female to appear and the female the male, so can you help me with my problem with a tender face? But Izuku squeezes her thigh and giving her a kiss while massaging her thigh and rubbing her vagina a little. Izuku. That answers your question. Umi. Thanks. Izuku. Oh look, we arrived entering through a forest and they go down a path until they arrived at a mansion. Umi. Wow, Izuku, that's your house. Izuku. Izuku. Welcome to the Wayne mansion. Here we will live here and when we have our children we will live in a big mansion so that our children live happily. Umi. Thank you, love. Izuku. I will be with you forever, giving him a kiss on the hands and Rumi kisses him on the lips in a romantic way. Time 1 week. Izuku. Well, Rumi, I will see you at night since I have the night off. Rumi. No, that revenge does not sleep. Izuku. But today we will make an exemption. Rumi. Okay. Izuku standing up putting on his boots, but Rumi put her all the way down to put them on. At the same time she lifted her ass so Izuku could see her and Izuku kept watching her and grabs his cell phone, taking many pictures of Rumi's ass and stands up. Rumi. Well, I'll see you at night, but Izuku hugs her legs. Izuku. I love your legs that I want you to hug me with them, kissing Rumi's thigh, caressing her right leg. At the same time he kissed her and more on her thigh where the flesh was biting it, sensually making Rumi bite her lips a little. Rumi. No, silly, I'm going to go to my job, but at night we'll do it right. Izuku. I'm willing to do that, biting it. Mirko. Okay, to remove his leg and open the window. I'll see you later or at night, and if I see you on the street giving himself a slap making his right butt bounce, we'll do it like rabbits in heat. Izuku. Bats also go into heat. Mirko. Well, see you later, sending him a kiss in the air and Izuku catches it and puts it in his heart. Izuku. I will always carry your kisses in my heart. But Mirko throws himself, so Izuku throws him to the ground and begins to kiss him very affectionately at the same time in a sensual way, which Izuku reciprocates. At the same time he grabbed Rumi's hips and the two separate with a thread of saliva. Mirko. One more, giving him another kiss and gets up. Well, see you, Izuku taking a big jump going out the window. Izuku. I feel like my mother would be happy that I had a girlfriend. I feel like my mother would be happy and I think she would love Rumi very much, smiling looking at the window and leaves his room where he goes like this, the living room, but sees a picture of him with his parents Inko Wayne and Thomas Wayne and they just stared at him. Izuku. Hello mom, hello dad, smiling. Hey, I finally got a girlfriend in my life. I thought I would never get one, but finally, I would have really liked for them to meet her, smiling. I would like for them to be here with me, smiling, wiping away a tear. Alfred. There she is. Izuku. Oh Alfred, are you better now? Alfred. Yes, just a couple of medications, but I'm better now. Seeing the painting, your parents would have liked to meet Rumi. Izuku. Yes, he said, smiling a little sad. Alfred. I know they would be proud that you had a girlfriend, Izuku said, smiling. Izuku. You're right, well I'm going to see Lucius to see how my new weapons are. Alfred. Is it okay? 1 hour later. We see Izuku entering his father's large company where he goes up to the top floor where he reaches a large office where Izuku enters. Hello, Lucius. Lucius. Oh, Izuku standing up and gives him a big hug. I'm glad that feel better. Izuku. Thanks, Lucius. Morgan Freeman. Lucius. I found out that you have a girlfriend and a beautiful woman. Izuku. Of course her name is Rumi. Lucius. I think your parents would accept your relationship. Izuku. Of course they would. Lucius. And you came to see the new Batmobile. Izuku. Yes, let's start by giving him some plans. I want my suit to have more armor and more surprise hooks, please. Lucius. Okay, I'll have them made now, but come, I want to show it to you. 20 minutes later. Lucius. Here it is. Izuku. Like the traditional way with a blanket. Lucius. Of course, taking off the blanket showing a bigger Batmobile. You are the Batmobile from the Christopher Nolan trilogy. Lucius. What did you think? Izuku. I want to try it for 10 minutes. Lucius. I see that you liked it. Izuku. Of course you did. Driving fast and activating the nitro. Lucius. Be careful, holding on tight, but Izuku brakes and parks. What did you think of your new Batmobile? Izuku. I'll take it in black, he said, smiling a little. Lucius. Great choice. Izuku. 20 minutes later. Mirko. And they call themselves villains. I myself will kick their asses, running, giving a big kick to 3 villains who knock them out easily. Extra. Oh my god, it's Mirko. Extra 2. My god, it's Mirko. Extra 3. She's the gothic bunny heroine. Extra 4. A picture please Mirko. Mirko. Ooh yeah thank you all very much, smiling proudly, putting her hands on her hips. At that someone grabs her buttock, but she blushed since she recognized that black hair and looks over her shoulder and sees that it was Izuku with glasses and his black clothes. Well, he was leaving something that made her very excited. 1 hour later. Rumi, I've already told you not to do that in front of people, moaning while Izuku touched her breasts and takes out her left breast. Izuku, do not pretend that it does not excite you, biting Rumi sensually, giving Rumi great pleasure while continuing to squeeze her breasts. Rumi, that is not the problem, hey stop my ears, moaning. Izuku, I thought you loved it when I played with your ears, biting Rumi's ears at the same time squeezing her breasts. Rumi. Those are your ideas, you can't hold back. Izuku. Hey, I hold back when I can, but I can't take it anymore, taking her breasts out of her hero suit. After all, it's not like you're blaming me, he said, calmly massaging Rumi's breasts. Rumi. HMPH, annoying. At that, Izuku began to pull the bottom of her suit and her vagina from top to bottom, making her start to moan. Izuku. You're completely soaked, you excite me, touching her right breast, and your nipples are hard, massaging them. Rumi. Buck standing up quickly, taking off her suit and sits on Izuku's legs, who continued massaging Rumi's breasts, making her very excited. Rumi, oh Izuku, moaning and cooming, and lies down on the bed just like Izuku. Izuku. Did a breast massage make you come? How dirty, he said seductively, at the same time he grabbed her left buttock and Rumi turns around. Rumi. Shut up and kiss me, started to kiss Izuku. Izuku. You kiss so rich, Rumi, still kissing Rumi. Rumi. Just shut up and continue, still in the kiss, savoring the saliva and the tongue of the other, but Izuku massaged Rumi's left buttock and Rumi put more and more when she melted her tongue in Izuku's mouth, but Izuku rolled his tongue with Rumi's, tasting it completely, making Rumi release more moan in Izuku's mouth, but Izuku does something that made him too excited. Rumi began to bite Rumi's tongue, making that Rumi moaned more and more and came again, and the two separated with a thread of saliva. Izuku. Wow, you're getting milk from your breasts. Rumi. Seeing her breasts, seeing that they were getting some milk. Izuku. I wonder if it would taste good, licking Rumi's breasts, getting a big moan out of Rumi, and Izuku took some milk, savoring it, and Rumi just moaned and fell to the floor of the hotel room. Izuku. Well, suck it, how about you take it out yourself, he said seductively, adjusting his hair, and Rumi with her teeth lowers the zipper. Izuku. Haha, you look very cute trying to take it out with just your mouth. Rumi. Shut up, annoyed, taking out Izuku's penis while she looked at him with lust and took out a lot of saliva and began to kiss and lick from bottom to top. Izuku. And to think that the heroine Mirko would kiss a man's penis in such a sublime way, seeing Rumi reach the tip. What would your fans think if they saw you now? He said mockingly, and Rumi puts it all in her mouth. Izuku. It seems that you still can't reach the base, but you're definitely better than at the beginning, watching Rumi going up and down while sucking Izuku's cock. 1 hour later. Lemon skipped. Rumi. Do you want another round? Izuku. Of course yes, giving her a kiss. I love you, my beautiful brunette. Rumi. Me too, Bat, giving her a kiss. 4 hours later. We see Rumi putting on her suit, heroine next to her boots, but feels something on her neck and sees that it was a necklace. Izuku. I wanted to give you a small detail for being my girlfriend, hugging her from behind. Rumi. Thank you very much, bunny, seeing the necklace that was a somewhat large heart. Izuku. You deserve that and more, but Rumi puts him to bed, putting it on her legs. Rumi. But I will never be an interested party who only looks for a man for money, and remember this, I do not care if you are a multimillionaire or poor, because I love you, giving him a kiss. Izuku. I do too, my hexy brunette, if you want we will have our first date. Rumi. Okay. Already at night. Rumi was in the living room of the mansion with a black leather jacket, a white t-shirt and black leather pants and white Adidas. Izuku. I'm here. Rumi. That's great, bunny, but she remains paralyzed and a big blush appears since Izuku had a black suit with a black tie and black loafers. Izuku. What's wrong, Rumi? But Rumi began to kiss him romantically and they separate with a thread of saliva. Rumi. I didn't know that emos and they look so handsome. Izuku. What did you expect, it's our first date. Rumi. Well, let's go. So leaving the mansion and they go to the garage and open it. Izuku. Very well, and now in which car are we going? Rumi. In that one, pointing to a Lamborghini. Izuku. Okay, love, grabbing the keys that were on a table. Rumi. Seriously, you have these cars? Izuku? Yes, some are from my father, others were a gift from Alfred. The Lamborghini was a gift from Alfred when I turned 15, but come on, let's get in, opening the door for Rumi. Rumi? How gentlemanly you are getting in, and you have a driver's license. Izuku? Yes, I have it since I'm 18, I'm also legal. Rumi? And tell me seriously, what is your superpower? Izuku? I'm a billionaire. Closing the door, starting the Lamborghini. Where do you want to go? Putting on your seatbelt. Rumi? How about we watch a movie at the cinema? Izuku? Okay, starting to drive, and on the way they were quietly talking and chatting about trivial things, but Rumi, for some strange reason, when she looked at Izuku, her heart was beating too much. Izuku? And that's how I became a billionaire, for my great things that I invented in my family's industries. Driving. Rumi? Ah, okay, trying saliva. Izuku? Something's wrong seeing her. Rumi? What thing? Izuku? You're a little red. Do you have a fever? If so, let's go to the doctor. Rumi? No Izuku, I'm just a little hot, nothing else. Calm down, he said, smiling. Izuku? Oh, I see, don't worry, at night we'll do everything that we want, and it wouldn't bother me if we had many children, she said calmly, blushing a lot to Rumi, and moved her right foot like a rabbit. Rumi? If it's a girl, let her be called the same as me, Rumi. Izuku? But if it's a boy, Thomas, like my father, and if it's another girl, Linko, Thomas Wayne Usagiyama. What a beautiful name. Rumi? Yes, you're right. Izuku? Honestly, I never thought about having a girlfriend since I was never interested in that subject of love. When my parents died, I isolated myself from everyone, and when I started to make a hero, that subject no longer came to mind. Handling calmly. Rumi? I want many girls, said, smiling. Izuku? Okay. Rumi? Can I put on some music? Izuku? Of course. So Rumi putting one Rumi song. Rumi? Really, you like Nirvana a lot? Izuku? Yes, I like it a lot, and what's wrong with it? Rumi? Don't tell me you want to name our son Kurt. Izuku? Kurt Wayne Usagiyama sounds good. Rumi? It's good that he has that name. Already at the cinema. Izuku? Wow, finally after a few days he returned to the cinema to watch a movie. Calm down, I hope the Avatar one is good, but Rumi hugs him. Rumi? Thanks for accepting to be my boyfriend, love, giving him a kiss. Izuku? You're welcome, love, and thank you for opening this feeling of love to me. Rumi? You're welcome, love. 3 hours later. Rumi? It was super good, love. Izuku? We already arrived, going down to a fair that was in Gothic. Rumi? Wow, it's very big. Izuku? Come on, let's go quickly, pulling Rumi. Rumi? Okay, let's go. Like this, Rumi and Izuku got on all the rides. 1 hour later. Izuku? Rumi is about to start the rocket show. Rumi? Yes, I'm already eating cotton candy. So the show began, the fireworks show, making figures in the sky, and Rumi and Izuku watch the show with a smile until they look into each other's eyes, getting lost in each other's gaze, and they get closer and give each other a unique kiss that expressed all the love they had felt for a long time, while a heart was formed in the sky. 2 hours later. We see Izuku driving with a sleeping Rumi on his chest until he arrived at the mansion where he keeps the car, and the two get off, and Izuku carries her like a princess to her room, where she arrives and puts Rumi to bed, who was still sleeping, and Izuku takes off his jacket and loafers, but he receives a notification on his cell phone, and he was surprised by the news. Izuku? The young Wayne in a relationship with a beautiful woman. Perhaps it is Izuku. Wayne already got his true love reading, at least they know about my relationship. Turning off his cell phone. How cute she looks when she sleeps. Approaching. I wonder if she will get angry. Touching Rumi's legs. They are soft and somewhat hard. Touching her legs. They are super rich. Massaging her thighs. They are so soft that they make me want to bite them and lick them. Putting his hand under her pants and panties, starting to masturbate her a little. Izuku? Wow, if my girlfriend is super tight, how nice, masturbating her more. Rumi? I told you that I'm yours. Izuku? Rumi, but Rumi pulls him towards him. Rumi? I told you that I'm all yours, and if you want we can do it, because you spent your time grabbing my ass and watching it, so you really like my ass, and sometimes you would discreetly put it closer to me, putting more of your delicious penis between my buttocks, and more because I wear these pants you become more daring. I like that about you, and I like that you masturbated me, it felt so good. Izuku? Izuku? I can't deny it, your delicious chocolate ass is super rich and soft, sensually, lowering and removing his pants. Rumi? Okay then, do it, make me yours. Izuku? However you want, my beautiful brunette, starting to take off his button-down shirt. I'm all yours too, my love. So the two did it for several hours, but in different positions. 5 hours later. Rumi? Izuku more. Izuku moaning, bathed in sweat. Izuku? I'm coming. Rumi? Rumi, give it all to me, I want to have many children. So Izuku came in Rumi's super full Vagina and takes it out at the same time from her Vagina he took out a lot of Heman and Rumi had a lost look and with her tongue out. Rumi got Izuku that was super rich I think you already got me pregnant breathing heavily and Izuku lies down like that next to him. Izuku I love you Rumi. Rumi I love you Izuku giving him a kiss and the two fell asleep with a smile of having each other. Chapter 8 Revenge vs Sasaki, Arthur. Narrator. We see Izuku walking through a super beautiful field where he arrives at some graves. Izuku. Hello mom, hello dad putting the flowers, today I helped people again like I promised dad, mom and what do you think I already have a girlfriend there I would have liked for you to meet her smiling. Worse he sees a line of blood coming out of the graves. Izuku. This is blood shocked. At that a monster comes out of the graves making Izuku get very scared. Monster. Izuku. Rumi. Izuku wake up you're having a nightmare wake up Izuku love. At that Izuku wakes up suddenly while breathing heavily and sees Rumi and hugs her. Rumi. Are you okay Izuku? Izuku. It was horrible since I dreamed that a damn monster was following me. Rumi. It seems that it was a horrible nightmare your back is super sweaty touching Izuku's back. Izuku. Yes it was something horrible since the nightmare seemed super real, I hope to never have another nightmare like that he said relieved. Rumi. How about grabbing Izuku's hand putting it on his chest, I help you sleep again. 1 hour later. Lemon skipped. Rumi. God love that was the best night in the world. Izuku. Oh Rumi kissing her sensually. Rumi. Every day you have it bigger love I didn't know that emos make it super rich kissing it sensually. Izuku. Well let's have breakfast. Rumi. Okay love standing up and the two put on their clothes and leaves their large room where they were walking through the hallways of the mansion until they reached the kitchen. Alfred. Good morning Izuku, Rumi. Izuku. Good morning hey it seems that you are not asleep. Alfred. What did you expect you could hear everything that Rumi screamed all night yawning blushing both of them. Already at night. Revenge. I cannot believe that Gothic is finally better since we are watching all Gothic while it was raining. Mirko. Damn I told those seamstresses to put me in shorts and they didn't put them on me, that's why my buttocks are a little visible. Venganza. Don't lie to me you're cold right. Mirko. No since I'm always hot he said flirtatiously. Venganza. Come hugging her by the shoulders putting her cape on her, it's so you're warm. Mirko. But you make me hotter with that suit and even hotter in bed he said flirtatiously. Venganza. I never told you but I like that you act like that with me and no one else. Mirko. It's that you provoke me and even more when you take off your shirt and I see your body stealing a kiss. Venganza. All those scars are from all the times I fought with all the villains, sometimes they hurt a lot and the wounds were deep, but with time I got used to all my pain. Mirko. But even putting it against the wall, I love you and all your scars. At that Mirko began to kiss Vengeance in a super sensual way to the point that Mirko crossed his tongue with Vengeance's in a super sensual way to the point that their tongues were tangled to the point that they both tasted each other's saliva, but they both separated with a thread of saliva. Vengeance. Hey. Mirko. What's wrong breathing heavily? Vengeance. Don't hold your breath just breathe calmly. Mirko. Okay. So the two began to kiss again, something that Mirko couldn't stop kissing Vengeance to the point that he was moaning inside Vengeance's mouth and the two separated with a thread of saliva. Vengeance. Haha putting his head on Mirko's head. Mirko. That's so funny. Revenge. Your little tail keeps moving, brushing with his fingers. Mirko. It's that your lips are rich. Revenge. Yours too my beautiful brunette giving her a kiss, I wonder what it will feel like to kiss your beautiful little tail. Mirko. No silly it's that it's my weak point blushing. Revenge. It sounds rich but richer when I put it in my mouth to suck your cute and fluffy little tail, putting it against the wall. Mirko. Hey you're using my game blushing. Revenge. But I know you like me to do this so kissing her and they separate with a thread of saliva, at night we will do everything you want, but be careful because maybe your little tail, your buttocks or your entire ass next to your anus, I will fill them with saliva, taking out his hook and leaving Mirko blushed, and Mirko began to jump following Revenge until they arrive at a small apartment. Venganza. And tell me Rumi is that true? Mirko. What thing? Venganza. That it is super difficult for you to get pregnant. Mirko. Yes it is super difficult but we have many bunnies so that they make us happy both together smiling. Revenge. If it's difficult for you to get pregnant, I'll help you get pregnant so we can have all of our children. I don't mind having many as long as we're happier. You and I smiling, giving Mirko a kiss. I love you, Mirko. Mirko. I love you too, giving him a kiss. Please help me, running. Mirko. Did you hear that? Revenge. Yes, where does it come from, looking up. Like that. Mirko. Look, there he is, pointing to an alley. Please get away from me. Chisaki. Chisaki. Eri, come here now. Eri. Please leave me alone. But Chisaki grabs her. Chisaki. Ready, I finally have you, you damn brat. Now your blood is mine. Furious. Grabbing Eri tightly and Revenge look at this super in shock, remembering his entire childhood, remembering how he was separated from his mother and how he spent the nights alone without his mother. Revenge. Son of a bitch, going like that Chisaki and punches him so hard that he sends him somewhat far and grabs Eri. Revenge. I will not let you hurt Eri anymore, never again. Furious. Mirko. Love. Revenge. Mirko, take Eri away, take her to the curve fast. Mirko. Come on little one, grabbing her, starting to jump super fast. Revenge. You will pay for what you did to that little girl. Furious. Chisaki. So you want my Eri, then taking out his peaks over my corpse, that you will take it, imbecile. So Revenge and Chisaki rushed against each other, where the two began to hit super hard, and Revenge used his Bateras, which was small bombs that hurt Chisaki, and Revenge gives him a punch that breaks Chisaki's nose and teeth, making him very angry, and Chisaki tried everything to defend himself, but it was useless since Revenge moved a lot, and Revenge kicks him in the ribs, making them break, but Revenge could not stop until he takes out his hook and will love him very hard and raises him up on a pole, where he leaves him face down. Revenge. Buck tired, remember son of a bitch that I will always be watching you, annoyed, leaving. Chisaki. Son of a bitch, in pain, listening to many sirens of police officers approaching where Mirko was. Mirko was in the Batcave with Eri, while Mirko hugged her in a maternal way. Mirko. Now little one, that bad man is no longer here and my boyfriend is taking care of him now. Eri. Thank you very much for helping me, even in him hugs. Mirko's mind. What is this new feeling that I feel in my heart? Outside of Mirko's mind. And that Revenge arrives with his gloves full of blood and looking seriously at the two. Eri. Hello. With much fear and revenge, he slowly removes his mask, revealing his identity, and crouches down to Eri's height. Izuku. Are you okay, little one, super worried. Eri. Yes, I'm okay. Izuku. Tell me what that half-annoying man did to you, Eri. They used my blood to create anti-quirk bullets to kill the heroes, and they always did it day and night, and they always took a lot of blood from my body, she said sadly, taking out small tears, and Izuku and Rumi got very angry because they did Chisaki to Eri and hug her with much love. Izuku. Calm down, Eri, nobody is going to hurt you again while I'm here. Rumi. Yes, because now we will be together and everything, hugging more tightly, and Eri just cried and hugs Rumi hard and Izuku. Eri. Thanks mom, dad said, innocently surprised at too, but Izuku and Rumi smiled at what Eri said and hug her tighter. Already at night. Rumi and Izuku were in Eri's room since they were telling her a story until Eri fell asleep. Izuku. Okay, she's already asleep, giving Eri a kiss on the forehead. Rumi. Good night daughter, giving her a kiss on the forehead, and the two silently leave the room where they go to theirs and go to bed. Rumi. I'm scared, the truth. Izuku. That. Rumi. Of being a bad mother to Eri and her brothers. Izuku. Why do you say that? Rumi. Because I never thought about being a mother since I thought that one day I would have children, that's why I'm afraid of being a bad mother. Izuku. Look Rumi, sometimes parents are not perfect, they may make mistakes, maybe they make a lot of mistakes, but even so we are here to guide and take our children on the right path, that's why I think you will be a great mother to our children, smiling, hugging Rumi. Rumi. You're right, I will try to be a great mother to our children. Izuku. And you will be, since they will be great heroes like you and me, smiling, giving him a kiss. Rumi. Do you want that now? You want us to make more little brothers, said flirtatiously. Izuku. If you want, it's fine, starting to kiss Rumi sensually. Timeskine 2 weeks later. We see Eri in her large room of the large quiet mansion to the dolls. But suddenly she hears something outside that catches her attention and goes outside, where she doesn't, he found nothing. At that moment, a man with a clown nose comes out and smiles in a funny way. Hello. Waving from the wall and going to the fence, where Eri started to follow him until they reached the gate of the mansion. Hello little one, how are you? Said Eri, smiling. And who are you? Tell me your name first and then I'll tell you mine. Eri. I'm Eri Wayne Usagiyama. What a nice name, my name is Arthur Flegg Wayne, said, smiling. Eri. You have the same last name as my dad. Arthur. Yes, because your father and I are like two clowns since we always spend our time laughing and having fun. Eri. But what do you have to do with my dad? Arthur. Look little one, your father and I know each other really well since when we were kids, you dad and I were super close, but I can confess something to you. Eri. Yes, tell me. Arthur. I'm Izuku's younger brother, smiling. Eri. Really? Arthur. Yes, that means I'm your uncle, said happily. Eri. Really, are you my uncle? Arthur. Of course little Eerie, I'm your uncle, smiling, touching Eerie's face. Hey, why don't you ever smile? Eerie. It's that I hardly know how to smile, but my parents are trying to make me smile. Arthur. But look, this is easy, you just have to laugh and form a big smile, because a big smile is the greatest medicine. Smiling, drawing a smile, you always have to smile. Lucius. Eerie, going like that. We finally found you, your parents were looking for you, but go Arthur, who are you? Arthur. I am Izuku's younger brother, Arthur Flegwayne. Lucius. You are lying, he never had brothers, was the only son of Thomas and Inko. They never said he had another son, besides Inko could never have another child. Arthur. But I am his brother, the brother he always wanted. I do not understand why mom abandoned me that day. Lucius. You are completely crazy, already, leave here. Arthur. Well okay, I'm going, but I will return soon for my brother, we will see each other soon, Nee said, smiling and leaving the mansion. Eerie. It's true what he says. Lucius. Of course not dear, he's just a crazy person trying to get close to us, but don't worry, he won't bother us again. 1 hour later. Eerie. And that's what happened. Izuku. But he didn't hurt you. Eerie. Not only did he always tell me to always smile, but he seems like a good person. Alfred. Whoever it is, you have to be very careful with him, maybe he's a stalker. Rumi. If you see him again I'll break his leg, I swear. Izuku. Calm down, I don't think he's going to come back, but you have to be careful with him. Izuku's mind. I really do have a brother. Already at night. The whole family was in Izuku's McLaren. Izuku. You know what family we haven't made all week? Driving. Rumi. Go somewhere fun. Izuku. Exactly, how about we go to the movies to see Barbie? Eerie. Really, with stars in her eyes. Izuku. Of course daughter, since it opens today, so let's go to the Barbie premiere, so there's no need to take long driving calmly until they arrived at the cinema. Rumi. Because all the gothic cinemas are always theaters. Izuku. Like that, she is always gothic, who always wants to look elegant, but it doesn't fit her well. Let's go down, we'll be late. So they entered the cinema while many paparazzi were taking pictures of Izuku and his family, but someone sneaks into the cinema and Izuku buys the tickets and the popcorn and they went to the movie theater, but someone was watching them. Arthur. There's my brother, I should go to him. Izuku. Wait family, I'm going to the bathroom. Rumi. But hurry up since the commercials are almost over. Isaacus. I'm going right now, leaving the room where he goes to the bathrooms and went to the bathroom and there he found Arthur. Arthur. Excuse me Mr. Wayne. Izuku. I'm not, sir, and just call me by my name, Izuku. Arthur. Yes, that's fine, but I want to talk to you, sir. Izuku. About what? I hope it is fast since I am sharing a beautiful moment with my family cleaning their hands. Arthur. I do not know how to tell you this brother, since I do not know how to tell you. Izuku. Calm down, just tell me. Arthur. Very well Izuku, you and I are brothers, I am your younger brother and you are the oldest. That left super confused since they were never told that he had a brother. Izuku. You are lying, right? Arthur. No seriously, I am your brother. Izuku. And how do I know that you are not lying? Everyone lies, even me, who makes me believe that you and I are brothers. Arthur. Then you doubt my truth because I'm a poor shit who never had the love of a real mother and who was always mistreated by my so-called mother, and now I have many disorders that you always have to cure them with medicine that they never give me, and I was always mistreated to the point that his own mother sent him to the hospital. That's why I looked for you Izuku, because I'm tired of suffering, and that's why I wanted my real family to be happy once in my bucking life, screaming furiously. Izuku. Seriously, they did that to you? And wait a second, like you suffer from disorders, and wait a moment, why didn't you ever look for us? Super confused and with your mind going around and around trying to find an answer. Arthur. Ha 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 ha, laughing like that out of nowhere. Brother is me, I am your younger brother, ha 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 ha. Izuku. Arthur stops annoyed and with his head super confused. Arthur. Take it, ha 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 ha, giving him a us, you'll see that we are brothers, ha 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 ha. I wouldn't finish speaking when Izuku punches him and breaks his nose. Izuku. Come near my family and I swear I'll kill you myself, leaving the bathroom super confused and with a lot of confusion in his head. 2 hours later. We see Rumi in the living room of the mansion as he was waiting for Izuku. Rumi. Where do you think Alfred has gone? Alfred. I don't know, normally he always tells me that he is going to patrol or goes out at night, but this time is different. Rumi. I think I know where he is, I'm going to go look for him, take care of Eerie for me. Alfred. Okay, Rumi. So Rumi goes to the garage where she starts her motorcycle, puts on her helmet and drives super fast, and after a couple of minutes she arrives at Izuku's old mansion. Rumi. He must be here, I'm sure. Entering the mansion where she began to search for Izuku, where she sees that he was not. Where the hell is Izuku? Confused, but sees the elevator that led to the ancient Batcave, enters and goes downstairs where she arrives and sees Izuku watching his large computer. But she is surprised since she was hearing sobs coming from Izuku and just stared at him and sees that he puts a video on his computer. Video. Doctor. You admit that you are sick, right? Inko. Yes, I admit it. Doctor. Why? Inko. Because my husband was always demanding with me, he always wanted me to be perfect, he always treated me like his doll, and more my son, since he wanted everything to be perfect. Doctor. But let's talk about your other son, not Izuku. Arthur, what did you do to him? Inko. My husband Thomas told me to get rid of him since we discovered that he had a problem in his head, and that's why I left him in an abandoned building. Doctor. But you're aware of what you did, right? Inko. Yes, super aware of what I did. Doctor. And what will you do now when you get out? Inko. When I get out, I'm going to go get my baby, and then I'm going to take care of my 2 children, my little heroes and more. Izuku, my first son, my world, my great hero. You know, when I found out he didn't have a quirk, I felt really bad, but I haven't lost hope of seeing him one day be a great hero. My beautiful baby, my Izuku said, looking at the floor, imagining Izuku as a hero. End. The video. Izuku. Sniff 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 yahaja haja sniff sniff, crying at the same time laughing, remembering his mother. Mom, sniff 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 sniff, I miss you so much, crying inconsolably. Why the hell didn't I protect you that day, breaking his laptop while crying and breaking his table along with his laptop. But someone hugs him from behind and he turns around and sees Rumi with an aura of tranquility. Izuku. Love, yes, I have a brother, smiling. Rumi. Yes, my love, giving him a kiss. Your mother would be super proud of the great hero you are now, love, hugging him. But now we have to find Arthur and welcome him to the family. Wayne, smiling, giving him a kiss. I love you very much, my love. Izuku. I love you too, my love, giving him another kiss. Chapter 9, A Family Day. Narrator. We see Izuku slowly waking up and sees that Rumi was not in bed and gets up, puts on his sweater, his boxers and his panties, where he goes to the bathroom in his room while rubbing his eyes and looks at himself in the large mirror in his bathroom. Izuku. Why do I always wake up with this depressed face every morning, taking a pill for muscle pain? Damn, my muscles hurt from breaking so many villains' bones. Looking at his cell phone, leaving the room. I told Rumi not to bite my damn neck, damn. The bites are somewhat large and purple, god, he left his teeth as a mark. But well, at night I will get revenge, he will not be saved. I am sure of it, seeing his neck with the phone camera and raises his head, seeing Rumi, eerie. Arthur and Alfred, but Rumi had a cake that said happy birthday. Izuku. Hey, what's up, family? Everyone. Happy birthday, Izuku. Izuku. Seriously, today is my birthday, confused. Alfred. Seriously, don't you remember your own birthday? Izuku. Wait, looking at your calendar, oh that's right, today is my 18th birthday. Rumi. Congratulations, love, giving him a kiss. Come on, go bite the cake and make a wish. Izuku. Okay, blowing out the candles and bites the cake, making everyone excited. Rumi. Very well, love, and what did you make for a wish? Izuku. That we make many little brothers for Eri. Eri. Seriously, with stars in her eyes. Rumi. Yes, yes, but everything in good time, daughter, just wait a lot soon, blushing for what Izuku said. Arthur. And what are we going to do? Izuku. I already know what to do, family, so let's go for a walk. Alfred. Taiyu, today I will be here to make an unimaginable dinner. Izuku. Thank you very much, Alfred, and you know I love you very much, like my father, hugging him, which he reciprocates the hug. Alfred. I know, son, I know, hugging with much, darling Izuku. 10 minutes later. We see the whole Wayne family walking through the streets quietly. Rumi. Well, love, what do you want to do first on your birthday? Izuku. You know something, Rumi, a little bird told me that you want to go see the Ninja Turtles, the new one that came out, the animated one. Rumi. Eri, I told you it was a secret, and also I told you that we will watch it together. Eri. Sorry, mom, but I already want to see it. Arthur. Seriously, Rumi, you really like animated movies? Rumi. Well, yes, I want to go see it, and how upset and a little blushing. Izuku. How about as a gift we all go see it together, said smiling annoying Rumi. Rumi. TSK, let's go, upset. Izuku. You know you are so cute when you get angry. Rumi. Better shut up and let's go because it will be late, blushing and annoyed. So our family gets to the movies. Izuku. I'll go buy the tickets. Rumi. No, I will pay for everything, love, since today is your special day. Calm down, love, today is your day, but at night I will give you a great gift, smiling. Izuku. Okay, Rumi, sitting on a small bench that was there. But he looks with a smile at his family, remembering all the times that Inko and he went for walks and went to the movies, super happy to have each other. Despite that he wasn't here anymore, if his mother were here, he knows that she would be happy, because now he is a father with a beautiful family, something that made him shed a tear, and he wipes it away. Izuku. Wow, I've never felt this great feeling that finally my heart had been repaired, and finally I have what I had lost at 10 years old, a family smiling and wiping away tears, but sees a person next to him, and that person smiles at him just like Izuku. Izuku. I really like your Batman t-shirt. Zack Snyder. Oh, thank you very much, boy, I'm a big fan of superheroes, especially Batman. Izuku. I'm also a huge fan of Batman smiling. Zack Snyder. But you know, if they made a movie or a Batman video game, they would be a huge hit. Izuku. Yes, you're right, but go to Rumi, who was giving him a sign. Well, I have to go, goodbye mister. Zack Snyder. Goodbye, boy. How I'll miss you, Zack Snyder. Izuku. You already have the tickets. Rumi. Yes, I already have the tickets. Arthur. I want to go in, let's go now. Izuku. Okay, let's go. So everyone goes to the room where everyone had a great time until the night where Alfred made them a great dinner to the Wayne Sagayama family, where Izuku was carrying Eri since she had fallen asleep. Izuku. Okay, here we are, honey, opening the door and laying her on her bed. Very well, honey, calm down, I will be in my room. Dad will not let the monsters of that spooky story catch you, sheltering Eri, making him smile, and Izuku leaves his room where he goes to his, but sees that all the lights were off. Izuku. It seems that Rumi fell asleep early. Well, I'm going to sleep too. Rumi. No, silly, turns on the light. At that, Izuku turns on the light and was very surprised to the point that he had a big blush all over his face since he was seeing Rumi in a Playboy bunny outfit. Izuku. Rumi, what are you doing dressed like that, super blushed? Rumi. It's time for your birthday present, but I just want to ask you one thing. Izuku. Which? Rumi. That you do to me everything you want if it's a great fantasy of yours and all. Izuku. Okay, this is the best birthday present I've ever been given, smiling. Rumi. You're welcome, love, now come and buck me so hard that blood comes out of my vagina and my ass. So the two approach and they gave each other a big kiss, a kiss that expressed all the love they both felt, and the two crossed their tongues, while Rumi hugged Izuku's neck and Izuku grabbed her hips but lowers them, beginning to squeeze very hard, getting many moans from Rumi. 1 hour later. Lemon skipped. Rumi, your birthday wish will come true very soon, we are going to have many children, breathing heavily. Izuku, I love you. Rumi, I love you too, Izuku giving him a kiss. Final chapter, wedding. Narrator. It had been 1 week after Izuku's birthday, and Izuku and Rumi had a great time, and in this week finally Gothic is now very safe, since the villains were now afraid of Mirko and Revenge going out at night, since now they were the super dangerous heroes for all the villains, and more for the Penguin, who was afraid that Revenge would catch him one day, and this week, Izuku had a great time with his family. Something that Alfred noticed a lot is that Izuku had changed too much to the point that he was already happy with his brother and always looked at Izuku super happy, something that made Alfred finally happy since Izuku finally stopped being serious and cold. Now he is happy, and in these weeks Arthur already lived in Izuku's house and went to therapy to forget everything and also to keep his disorder from getting out of control. But Izuku and the others helped him in everything, and finally everything was happiness for Izuku. And what does our green-haired man do now? Narrator. We see Izuku in a cafe waiting for someone, but he was looking at his cup of coffee while remembering his past, getting a little sad, but he began to remember all the moments he had spent with his family, and especially with Eri, Rumi and Arthur, since they made Izuku had good memories of Izuku. Alfred Dory. We arrived, Izuku. Izuku. Oh, good that you are here, smiling. Alfred. And tell us, Izuku, why did you call us? Izuku. Well, I know it's something strange to say and I don't know how to tell them. Dory. Calm down, Izuku, if it's a problem tell us and we will help you in everything. Izuku. Well, I want to ask Rumi to marry me and I want advice for marriage. That surprised Alfred and Dory a lot since Izuku wanted to get married. Alfred. Are you serious, Izuku? Dory. Do you really want to marry Rumi, surprised? Izuku. Yes, of course, since I truly love her and I want to be with her forever. Alfred. Your parents would be proud of you, son. Dory. And more Inko, since finally you get married, she would really like to see you that you had married, smiling. Izuku. Thanks, but I want you to give me advice. Alfred. Sure, Izuku, listen carefully. Dory. Alfred. 1. Love her forever. 2. Be with her forever. 3. Always love her. 4. Always be with her. 5. Help her in everything. 6. Be with her in good times and bad. 7. Support her in everything. 8. Never abandon her. 9. Be with her at all times. 10. Always love her forever. Izuku. Thank you very much for the advice. Alfred. Ah look, I want to give you this, taking out 2 rings. Izuku. Wait, I thought my parents were aware of them, but since you have them, surprised seeing the ring. Alfred. Your parents gave them to me when I was in charge of taking care of them, that's why I kept them forever, and now giving them the rings, go and propose to Rumi, smiling. Izuku. Thanks parents, smiling seeing their parents' 2 rings. Timeskine 5 days later. We see Izuku in a super quiet park waiting for someone, but he keeps looking at many families with their children, and Izuku began to imagine him with his family having fun, making him smile, but someone covers his eyes. Rumi. Who am I? Izuku. Let me guess, a beautiful woman that I love with all my soul, and that drives me crazy with her beauty. Rumi. There, how romantic, giving him a kiss, and why did you bring me here, curious? Izuku. Well, the truth is I want to walk with you for a moment, smiling. Rumi. Then what are we waiting for, let's go at once, taking Izuku's hand, starting to walk. Rumi's mind. Well Rumi, you have to tell him, besides now you know that Izuku will be happy for the news, but what a happier day I had that day. Flashback. We see Rumi and Eri in their room watching Harry Potter 1, Rumi's favorite, they were both eating popcorn. But Rumi grabs her mouth tightly and tries not to vomit. Eri. Mom, are you okay? But Rumi runs to the bathroom and began to vomit a lot, and after a few seconds she finishes and turns on the bathroom faucet. Rumi. Wait a moment, surprised, it won't be that super surprised, and goes to a small wooden cabinet where she takes out a pregnancy test, where she takes the test and sat in the bathroom to wait. Eri. Mommy, are you okay coming in? Rumi. Eri, I feel like that day has come, I mean you can finally have siblings. Eri. Seriously, with stars in my eyes. Rumi. But I'm a little scared. Eri. Because. Rumi. You see, you know that I am a rabbit, right? Well, I share traits of rabbits and a lot, but what surprised me is that I can't get pregnant so easily, but I have hope that what just happened, I feel like they will come, but at the same time I feel that something is not sad. Eri. Don't worry mommy, everything will be okay, I think you are going to have my little brother, said happily. Rumi. Thank you daughter, adopting you made our lives of your father and mine happier, smiling. Well, here I go, closing my eyes and lifting the test, and slowly opens her eyes and was completely in shock and began to shed tears. Eri. Mom, what's wrong? Rumi. Daughter, crying with happiness, you are going to have little brothers, carrying Eri and hugging her with happiness since she is finally going to have children again. Eri. Yes, I am going to have little brothers, said happily. Rumi. Yes daughter, you were right, giving her a kiss on the forehead, but I want you to keep it a secret since I want to tell your father, do not tell anyone, not your uncle Arthur or Alfred, to anyone I know I will tell. Eri. Okay, mom, smiling. End of flashback. Izuku. Hey Rumi. Rumi. Yeah, what's wrong? Izuku. You were super thoughtful, is something wrong with you? Rumi. No, nothing, I was just remembering many things. Izuku. Okay, let's fix her hair. So our couple went out for a walk quietly until they arrived at an ice cream stand where they bought some and went to the swings, where they started talking all day about all of Izuku's past, Rumi's past, and most importantly how they met that day, something that made them both smile. At the same time they shed a couple of tears since they like to remember that day, that's how this night was. Izuku. I will never forget that day we met, smiling. Rumi. Neither did I ever think about having a boyfriend, I thought in all my life I was going to be single forever, but meeting you made me not be so bitter anymore and would be and rude, smiling. Izuku. But I still like your attitude, sincerely, smiling. Rumi. And I really like that you are emo. Izuku. Hehehe, laughing. Well, why don't we go home, it's already starting to snow, seeing the snow that was falling since it was December 1st. Rumi. Okay, let's go. So Izuku and Rumi were leaving the park while the snow fell down his body until Izuku stops in his tracks. Rumi. Something's wrong, Izuku. Izuku. You know Rumi, this month that we have been together you and I have fallen so much in love with you to the point that I fight for you and more for our daughter, I fight for this world to be better, and the truth is I love you to the point that I don't know what I would do if you left my life, since you are the best thing that has happened to me, I wouldn't want to be without you, since you are my sea, my sky, my moon, you are everything to my love, so I want to ask you this. Rumi. And which is Izuku, blushing since Izuku was kneeling and takes Inko's ring out of its box. Izuku. Rumi Isagayama, do you want to marry me, he said, smiling, super blushing for the first time in his life. Rumi covered his mouth and burst into a big cry of happiness since he had waited for that moment in his life. Rumi. Yes, I accept, screaming happily, and threw herself into Izuku's arms and began to kiss him all over Izuku's face, filling him with many kisses. I am the happiest woman in the world, this is the best day of my life, screaming loudly. Rumi. You don't know how much I've been waiting for this moment, now the four of us will be a happy family, he said, crying with happiness. Izuku. A second you said the four of us confused, the four of us thinking, and little by little he realized, Rumi you are shedding tears of happiness. Rumi. That's right Izuku I'm pregnant, let's make potatoes again she said happily, and Izuku gives her a super romantic kiss that Rumi reciprocates. Timeskine 2 weeks later. We see Izuku in the church artist since he was about to marry Rumi. Izuku. I will never forget this day smiling, I hope you are seeing this moment mom. Arthur. Mom would be happy that you finally got married. Izuku. I feel like she is watching us now, but I am so happy that I finally fell in love, and now I am getting tired of the love of my life. Arthur. Mom would be happy with the great man you are. Izuku. If you're right. Ryuko. The bride is coming, she is coming she said happily, and everyone turns around. And that Izuku would blush a lot to the point that Izuku got nervous since Rumi was entering with her beautiful white dress super beautiful and elegant and expensive, while Leiri threw white petals at Rumi's feet, and Rumi sees Izuku blushing and smiles at seeing for the first time a big blush from Izuku at the same time he remembered the few times that he made him blush and more when they grabbed love and comes to where Izuku is and takes his hands, and the two look at the father. Father. Dear brothers we are gathered here to witness the union between Izuku Wayne and Rumi Isajiyama. So doing the things they do at weddings that the truth is I do not know what they do, since I have never been to a wedding let's continue. Father. Well now the vows you first looking at Izuku. Izuku. I Izuku Wayne promise to be faithful to you at all times to love you and take care of you forever and give you everything that is within my reach and give you everything so that you never lack anything nor to my family. I promise to take good care of my family and my children since you are the best thing that has happened to me in my lonely life and I will never leave you alone and I promise that I will always be with you. You and I will always love them and you more my love because now that you are marrying me you make me very happy and I promise that I will be with you through thick and thin and I will always make you smile forever smiling, but you look like you wanted to cry. Father. Well now you seeing Rumi. Rumi. I Rumi Isajiyama promise to be the best wife, friend and lover of yours because I feel very happy that we are finally going to get married and that we will be together forever and I promise to always love you and I will always make you smile every day and I will always take care of our children and I will love them and I will cook for you because I feel super happy that you will finally be my husband and I will always be there through thick and thin and even more when you feel alone I will always be there and I will always love you for life she said crying a lot but from happiness because she was finally going to marry Izuku and Izuku grabs her hands to calm her down a little. Father. Well for the power that has been given to me and before the eyes of God I now pronounce you husband and wife, you may now kiss the bride. At that Rumi throws herself into Izuku's arms and begins to kiss him everywhere while everyone applauded the beautiful moment that Izuku and Rumi were living. So everyone went to the big party where everyone was having a great time where Rumi throws the bouquet and Ryuko caught it, leaving Hawks in shock since he was going to marry Ryuka and Izuku goes up on stage. Izuku. Hey everyone can you please pay attention to me talking, okay now I want to dedicate a song to my wife I know very well that she was not a fan of Nirvana before, but now she is so I want to dedicate this song to her grabbing his guitar and starting to sing. So starting to sing in a super calm way at the same time he moved his super long hair, making many girls blush because of how handsome Izuku looked and Izuku finishes the song and Rumi goes on stage. Rumi. Thank you Izuku for that beautiful song I love you very much my emo. Izuku. I love you too giving him a kiss. Timeskine 9 months later. In these months Rumi's belly had grown a lot and Rumi was super excited that she would finally be a mother for the second time and in these months Izuku had to endure everything since Rumi had become bipolar during the pregnancy since she always changed her attitude quickly since sometimes she was sad. Happy and when she was angry she became the devil himself and in these months Izuku and his family moved to a bigger mansion so that the Wayne Isajiyama family could live quietly in a bigger house and in these months Izuku had to endure everything from Rumi during the pregnancy, even had to sleep for a whole month since it made her very angry. Rumi also endured all the midnight cravings that Rumi had and also Izuku sometimes didn't sleep to take care of her a lot and Izuku had to endure all that. But he didn't care about that because he loved her too much but that day his children would be born. Narrator. We see Izuku in front of Inko and Thomas's graves. Izuku. Hello mom, hello dad, looking at the graves putting the flowers, I don't know how you're going to react, worse very soon I'll be a dad and I don't know how many children I'm going to have, but I promise you that they will hold the Wayne surname high and I will never leave them alone and I swear that I will never stop loving my family, even though you are not here, I will never forget you and I promise to tell you who your grandchildren were, smiling, I love you parents. Soon I will come to visit you, smiling and goes to his car where he goes to his house after a few seconds he arrived and entered. Namiri. Hello Izuku. Izuku. Hello Namiri. You. And I am painted. Ryuko. And me too. Izuku. Sorry girls, I saw her sitting down. You finally arrive Izuku, since I want to talk to you. Izuku. I swear I wasn't the one who stained your favorite sweater. How confused. Well, it doesn't matter, we want to know who the child's man will be. Izuku. I already said Kurt. You. I want Edward. Ryuko. Me Robert. Namuri. Me Benjamin or Ben. Izuku. I say it will be Kurt. You. No silly, it's a ridiculous name. Izuku. The name Kurt is the best name of all, since it has the name of the legendary and great legend Kurt Cobain. AI is screaming in pain. Namuri. Rumi, what's wrong? Izuku loved touching her belly, seeing that a lot of water was coming out. My baby is coming, my baby is going to be born, screaming desperately and grabbing her belly. Ryuko. Calm down Rumi, here we are. Izuku, bring everything. Izuku. Yes, I'm coming. Alfred. I already have it, giving the diaper bag to Izuku. Izuku. Thank you very much Alfred. Alfred. Let's go. Eri. Mom, what's wrong? Arthur. What's wrong with Rumi entering the room? Izuku. Let's go, your nephew Arthur is coming carrying Eri. Ori. Dear God, then let's go. So everyone went to the hospital in a big truck, where everyone was in the truck calming Rumi and more Izuku, while Alfred drove until they arrived at the hospital. Izuku. Please help, my wife is about to give birth. Nurse. Quick, bring a stretcher now. So bringing a stretcher and everyone started running. Izuku. You're going to be okay, everything will be okay, don't worry love, everything will be okay, just have faith, running and giving Rumi a kiss on the forehead. Nurse. I'm sorry but you can't get in, young Wayne. Izuku. But I want to see my wife trying to get in. Nurse. I'm so sorry but only women. Namuri. Come on girls. Izuku. Oh damn annoying, I hope everything goes well, sitting on a hospital chair. Eri. Dad, do you think everything will be okay? Izuku. Yes daughter, everything will be okay, just have faith, hugging her. With Rumi. Rumi was in the delivery room pushing while holding Namuri and Ryuko's hand. You. Come on Rumi, you can. Do it Namuri. You can do it. Ryuko. Come on Rumi, that's how Izuku's mom was when she was giving birth to your husband. Rumi. Yes, I already realized, screaming aloud. Nurse. It's already coming out, I can see the heads. So Rumi pushed with great force while screaming because of the great pain they felt, until 4 children come out of her womb, and quickly they cleaned them quickly and put blue blankets on them and put some blue caps on them, implying that they were boys, and Rumi just looked at her first babies with tears in her eyes. Nurse. Wait Miss Rumi, I see another baby inside. The 4. Wow. We see Rumi already awake with her 8 babies in her arms, super happy, and what made him even happier is that they were all rabbits, all inherited all of Rumi's rabbit traits. Rumi. Hello Edward, Robert, Kurt, Benjamin, Izumi, Rumi Jr., Martha and Inko, I am their mother, welcome to the world, I will love and cherish you forever, she said smiling. Nurse. Izuku, Wayne can come in. So Izuku, Alfred, Arthur and Eri, Dory entered the room. Rumi. Izuku, come meet Edward, Robert, Kurt, Benjamin, Izumi, Rumi Jr., Martha and Inko. Izuku approaches the bed where he carries all his children, and the babies see him and raise their little hands to touch his face, and Izuku approaches and the babies touch his face, making all the babies laugh. Izuku. I never thought this day would come in my life, I never thought of having children with the love of my life, smiling looking at her children, this is the best day of my life, I love you Rumi. Rumi. I love you Izuku, giving him a kiss. Arthur. Look, Kurt and Benjamin and the girls are cute brunettes, and Izumi is your clone Izuku. Alfred. Your mother would be happy for this day, smiling. Izuku. Thanks Alfred. Ori. They are all very beautiful. Eri. Dad, I want to meet them. Arthur. Oh, if you are missing Eri, singing to Eri, and Eri sees all her little brothers. Eri. Hello little brothers, I am their older sister, I finally meet them in person and we will be the best friends in the world, she said, happily making everyone smile. Time skied several years. We see Izuku returning from work. Izuku. What a day, at least we earned 20 million for the company, this of being the leader of Wayne Industries has me somewhat tired, but at least I already arrived home parking, wow what a great mansion my parents gave me as an inheritance, what good is money if my greatest treasure is my family, entering the house where 2 little rabbits they hug each other's legs. Chris. You finally arrived Dad. Harumi. You finally arrived Daddy, they said smiling, and Izuku carries them. Izuku. Hello my little ones, carrying them and hugging them. Harumi. Welcome home love. Izuku. Hello love, putting his children down and taking out a bouquet of roses, here love, I brought you the ones you like. Rumi. Thank you love, giving her a kiss, they are super beautiful love, thanks for this detail, but come let's go to dinner Alfred and Arthur, and I made a great dinner. Izuku. I don't prefer to wait for my children to come, and by the way, where are they? Rumi. They will be back from school soon. Izumi. Mom, Dad will arrive. Izuku. Rumi. Hello Edward, Robert, Benjamin, Kurt, Thomas, Michael, Christian, Diego, Eri, Izumi, Rumi Jr., Inko, Martha, Margot, Bella, Roma and Rami, they said smiling, and Rumi gives one to each one. Izuku. Rumi. How was it? Roma. It went well, Mom. Eri. Mom, Dad, Komi-san declared her love to Diego. Izuku. Rumi. Really surprised and happy. Izumi. Yes, and they kissed in front of us, and now they are boyfriends. Diego. Eri, Izumi, Roma, I told them it was a secret, he said blushing. Rami. Oh, what's wrong with our parents knowing? Margot. There, how nice, Diego, you already have a girlfriend. Rumi Jr. Congratulations little brother, you already have a girlfriend. Martha. And the prettiest in the whole school. Inko. And the most popular in school. Bella. Long live the boyfriends. Izuku. Congratulations Diego, you already have a girlfriend, I'm proud of you son, hugging him. Rumi. Congratulations Diego, you are already a man like your brothers, since Edward has Ryuka, Robert has Marin, Benjamin has Tomo, Kurt has Yuzaki, Thomas has Hanabi, Michael has Tajina, and Christian has Nagatoro. Boys. Mom blushing. Izuku. And when you invite her to have dinner here at the house, since I want to meet. Rumi. And I will give you my blessing. Diego. Mom blushing. Rumi. Nu, can you let's eat, that dinner is getting cold. Izuku. Children. Okay love Mom. Already at night. Thief 1. Give me all your money old man. Sir. Please, I have my grandson here, but he gets hit in the mouth. Child. Grandfather. Thief 2. Already give us the money idiots. Sir. Please help. Thief 3. And who can help him, pointing at the bat signal. Thief 4. He will never come, he is an idiot, a stupid bucking bat, now given that money old man. Thief 1. Hey look. Thief 2. But what the buck grabbing his gun. And that the 4 saw revenge on top of a building. Thief 3. Ha, do you think that with it you will intimidate us? Thief 4. What a shame that there is only one of your kind. And that all of Izuku's children were all had the revenge suit. Thieves. We see it and we don't believe it, who are? They all. We are Revenge. So Revenge and his children pounced on the thieves with the entire family of Revenge, where knocks out all the thieves and returns the money to the gentleman. Sir. Thank you very much everyone. Child. Who are you? All. We are Revenge. So everyone left there while the police arrived. Child. Sir. Thank you Revenge. Hello Enova. Narrator. We see a mobster arriving at a parking lot where he gets out but looks up at the sky and smiles mockingly. Good thing I brought my bitches. Henchman. Let's get the bitches out, Mr. Chechen. Chechen. Of course, opening the trunk, my pretty princess. Then another truck arrives where it parks. Extra. Please get him out of me, I feel like he's inside me. Chechen. Look what your drugs did to my clients. Be careful what you buy, it may take you to unimaginable places, I never said to places where you want. Chechen. My business depends on you buying scarecrows. Scarecrow. If you don't like what I sell you can buy it from someone else, assuming that Batman has left one around. But you see Chechen's dog started barking super upset. Chechen. My dogs are hungry, he said screaming. But they all see a person standing in the dark. Chechen. Too bad your successors are not with you. But he sees another Batman attacking some henchmen. But the other one started shooting, making everyone take out their weapons and start shooting. Scarecrow. Isn't it him taking out a gas, making a fake Batman sleep? Chechen. Let them go shooting, and everyone releases the dogs that start attacking the fake Batman, making them scream in pain. At that moment the Batmobile enters from one side and everyone started shooting at the Batmobile. Scarecrow. It's the real getting into his truck. And that the Batmobile began to launch missiles where many cars explode. Fake Batman. I already have you. Robin. My father does not use weapons, breaking the rifle and knocking him out with one blow. Fake Batman 2. But who are you? Nightwing. We are his family, kicking him. Fake Batman 3. Help please. Revenge Jr. Seriously shooting him with his gacho, dragging him, and the dog attacks him, screaming annoyed, sending the dog away. Chechen. Let's go. Mirko. Not so fast, kicking him that knocks him out. Scarecrow. No, there you go idiot, business annoying, leaving in his truck. Red Hood. Don't let him escape, taking out his hook. Batgirl. There we go brother, running, and the two of them went out to the truck where they began to open the back with their claws. Scarecrow. Goodbye idiots. Batman. Let's go dad. Revenge. It's time. Scarecrow. I think I'm almost near the exit. I wouldn't finish talking now. Revenge and her children fall on top of his truck, causing it to be destroyed above. 10 minutes later. Revenge uncovers the Scarecrow's mask. Revenge. I don't want to see you upset again. Fake Batman. We just wanted to help you. Tomo. We don't need you. Scarecrow. It's not my diagnosis. Fake Batman. Who gives you the right? What's the difference between you and me? Revenge. We don't wear shoulder pads getting into the Batmobile and leaving. Already in the new Batcave. Izaki. God, how tired I am taking off the mask. Marin. But at least we caught the most wanted villain in Gotham, Scarecrow. Hanabi. I'm still surprised why the Batcave is under a waterfall. Thomas. It's because it's a good hiding place. Edward. Besides, it's cool to relax. Diego. Then I come here to relax. Ryuka. But how scared? Kurt. Love I do. Nagatoro. No Kurt. Kurt. Aya screaming a little, making some bats come out. Regina. Screaming terrified, oh my beautiful chocolate prince, save me. Michael. But only a few bats came out. Regina. But I'm scared, hug me my chocolate prince, she said in a comical way as if she were a princess. Homie. I wonder why they made her like that. Izuku. To face everyone's fears, coming out behind everyone. Izuku. To face her fears. Tomo. Screaming, Izuku don't appear out of nowhere. Regina. But a question, why is it a bat you brought, Izuku? Rumi. Because my husband likes bats. Izuku. Yes too, but also because in the past it was my biggest fear, but I overcame it too much to a point, that's why I made the Batcave down here where there are many bats. Hanabi. But aren't you afraid that one day they will bite you? Izuku. No, since I already got over it. Marin. But a question, Rumi, why did you stop being a confused heroine? Rumi. Because honestly I was already getting bored being a heroine, so I decided not to be a heroine anymore, and even more so because when they were born, Edward, Robert, Kurt, Rumi Jr., Izumi, Martha and Inko, I decided not to continue, and I became a mother, said happily, hugging her young children. Homie. But how do you know if they met? Izuku. Oh, it was a night like any other night. 10 minutes later. Rumi. And that's how we got them married. Rami. But how beautiful. Margot. But a little sad, but it was beautiful. Izuku. Yes, and finally we are married and happy, hugging Rumi. Rumi. By the way, Izuku, today is Halloween, and why don't we take the day off to go for a walk? Chris. Harumi. Please dad, can we go trick-or-treating, they said with a tender face, lowering their ears. Izuku. Seeing his costume, maybe he'll make an exception today, besides he needs a few days off after what happened tonight. Chris. Harumi. Yes, they said happily, hugging Izuku's legs. Rumi. Well, let's go upstairs to eat. Are you staying to eat, girls? Marin. Yes thanks, Rumi, and then I'm going to buy everything for my Halloween costume in a while. So they all went up in the elevator, where they got to the top and started to have dinner quietly while they talked until they finished, and the girls went to buy their Halloween costumes for the night, and everyone finished and the boys went to their rooms. Izuku. Ready, Alfred, these are all the dishes. Alfred. Yes, I'll wash them right away. Izuku. You know you haven't changed almost at all. Alfred. Maybe it will change a little worse. Your Izuku, you are already a great man, your mother and father would be proud of you, and I am too. Izuku. That's why we love you so much, Alfred, hugging him. Alfred. I love you all too. Izuku. Well, I'll go to rest, I had a long night, I finally caught the Scarecrow. Alfred. Rest, Izuku. Izuku. That's it, going to the stairs, will my beautiful brunette, squeezing his buttocks. Rumi. Wait, idiot. Izuku. What's up? Rumi. Look, pointing to the large room, seeing Chris and Harumi sitting watching at the same time eating popcorn. Robert. Alright, guys are now connected to play Fall Guys. Erie. I'm already there. Roma. I'm always there. Kurt. Now let's go to the game. Benjamin. Let's win. Robert. Well, let the game begin. So all the Wayne Sagayama brothers began to play super calm, and Izuku and Rumi were watching with a smile, since they saw that they supported each other, and what they liked the most was that they wanted Eri as another sister. Even though Eri is not their biological sister, they loved her as another sister. Afo was the whole game, until they reached the final round. Thomas. Very well, the final round, we do not have to fail, Diego. That crown has to be ours, so all the brothers began to run. Where? They reached the finish line and won all. Yes, they are my children who love each other and support each other, and the best thing is that they include Eri as another sister, hugging Izuku. Thank you, Izuku, for giving me the family I always wanted to have with the love of my life, he said, smiling, and Izuku carries her. Izuku. You're welcome, that and more, you deserve, smiling worse, he touches her ass. Rumi. Well, since you've been a bad husband and for grabbing my ass because the children almost saw us, I will punish you, Izuku. It seems right to me, entering which 2 minutes later. Izuku. I can take off the blindfold now, boring since I was wearing a blindfold. Rumi. You can take it off now, Izuku. I hope it's a suit that I like. Taking off the blindfold and Izuku looked that Rumi was wearing a Playboy suit. Rumi. Do you like my bunny? Izuku. I don't like it, I love it. Rumi. Then ready to make more bunnies. Izuku. Of course. Rumi. But won't you be upset if I get pregnant again? Izuku. Have you ever seen that I've been angry with you for being pregnant? Rumi. Since you mention it, when I give you the news that I'm pregnant, you always get happy. Sometimes you cry and get happy. Izuku. See, I will never be angry with you because you are pregnant. I love you and my children very much. Touching her cheek, making Rumi get a little wet. Rumi. Okay then, do it, make me yours. Izuku. Whatever you say, my beautiful brunette. Starting to kiss Rumi sensually, and Rumi hugs her neck and Izuku grabs her hips, and the two, lost in lust and desire, began to touch their tongues, and Izuku touched Rumi's tongue with his, making Rumi's tail move from side to side. Another, and Izuku began to grab Rumi's buttocks and squeeze them hard, making Rumi moans of pleasure. 1 hour later. Lemon skipped. Chris. Dad, Mom suddenly entering, scaring Izuku and Rumi, who cover themselves up, covering themselves and only stick out their heads. Izuku. Rumi. Hello son, what's happening? Running while Rumi moving and Izuku stops her. Chris. Can I ask you something? Izuku. Yes, tell us, grabbing Rumi tightly, who kept moving. Chris. Can I dress up as Chucky? Izuku. Whatever you want son, since today is your day. There we have fun. Smiling. Chris. Okay dad, thanks. And why is mom on top of you? Rumi. Because I'm cold and I wanted to be on top of your father. Chris. Okay, and I can do it with her. Rumi too said innocently. Izuku. Rumi. No, screaming terrified. Chris. Why? Rumi. Because only parents do that, and besides your dad and I do it since we are adults and only adults can do it. Chris. Ah okay, well I'm going to go take a bath to go for my suit, leaving happy. Rumi. Is super tender at the same time innocent, is just like you. Izuku. Izuku. Yes, you're right, and as for you, grabbing her, starting to penetrate. Rumi. Oh yes, this is what I was talking about. Continue. Izuku. Take me hard, kissing Izuku. 1 hour later. Rumi. Dad, Mom, we're leaving. Rumi. Yes daughter, we're going, putting on her black Jordan 1, but Izuku grabs her by her buttocks. Izuku. You know, ass is what I always think when I'm at work. I always want to grab it and kiss it and lick it, and most importantly bite it until it bleeds, squeezing Rumi's buttocks hard, which she moaned and moved her ass from side to side in Izuku's crotch and gets up. Rumi. At night I will give you everything, love, and more. I will give you a big surprise for Halloween, giving him a sensual kiss. Izuku. Sounds interesting, giving him a spanking, leaving the room. Chris. We're leaving mom, dad. Rumi. Let's go son, carrying Chris down the stairs of the 2nd floor, seeing his children. Today they all look handsome and beautiful, and Eerie, that jacket that I gave you as a gift looks fabulous on you. Eerie. Thanks mom, that was the best gift of all. Kurt. Let's go. Robert. Let's go for my suit, putting on his sunglasses. Michael. But if it's cloudy, why do you put them on? Robert. I like to put them on like the great Kurt Cobain wore them, leaving the house. Rumi. I think you passed on your Nirvana fanaticism to him. Izuku. Izuku. Leave it, he knows good music and doesn't listen to garbage, but super good music, he said, smiling, removing a drop of sweat. Martha. Well, let's go, leaving the house. Izuku. Well, we will leave in the Lamborghini Urus, better known as the Lamborghini SUV. Margot. Isn't it the same truck that Travis Scott painted brown? Getting in. Ella. Yes, it's the same one. Getting in. Rumi. Come on, hurry, I want to have a great Halloween with my treasures, hugging their young children who were sitting on their laps. Izuku. Well, let's start the car. I wonder what the girls will dress up as, curious. 1 hour later. Izuku. Well, we've arrived, getting out of the car. Robert. I already know what I'm going to dress up as, smiling. Thomas. Don't tell me about Kurt Cobain, right? Robert. Silence is a surprise. Izuku. Well, we're walking through the square, super calm, until Robert sees something. Izumi. No, Robert. Robert. I want that Funko Pop. Izumi. Brother, you already have many Funkos in your room. Robert. I want it. I was about to enter the Funko store, but Izumi takes out a small bow and ties it. Izumi. Come on, mom and dad are waiting for us, pull us to his brother. Robert. No, the Funko Pop, crying comically. Izumi. Then you buy it or ask mom to buy it for you, dragging Robert. 10 minutes later. Izuku. Well family, this is the costume shop, entering the store. Benjamin. The truth is I don't know what to dress up. Edward. I already have in mind what I'll dress up as. Rumi. I already know, I have an idea. What if you go around the whole store and in the end everyone chooses their costumes, she said, smiling, but she would blush since Izuku squeezes her right buttock. Rami. I already thought about what I'm going to dress up. Bella. I also have it in mind. Broma. I already have it in mind. Rumi. Well go Eri and Edward take your little brothers and go and grab your costumes smiling and everyone separates and Izuku and Rumi go to a hallway and Rumi puts her face on Izuku's chest Rumi. Silly the children almost saw she said blushing giving Izuku's chest a few light hits. Izuku. What did you expect you know that when you put on those pants I like leather a lot giving it a kiss. Rumi. I still remember when I wore these pants Robert and Edward always hugged my legs because they were jealous laughing a little remembering that day. Flashback. Rumi. Edward, Robert let go of my legs and let me walk with a drop of sweat since Robert and Edward hugged her legs. Robert Edward. No making a pout hugging does not force Rumi's legs. Rumi. Come on bunnies and I will buy you both a lot of candy. Robert Edward. We will never let go of you mommy said with a pout and looking at other men so they do not approach Rumi. End of flashback. Rumi. Since that day all our children followed the example of Edward and Robert and more Diego, who was always hugging me a lot. Izuku. That's my children always worrying about their mother I'm proud of all of them and you know I never thought that my champions would have a girlfriend. Rumi. Yes and more Diego since he is super shy with girls. Izuku. Yes I was also surprised but at least he already has the love of his life smiling. Well what are you going to dress up as since I have no idea what I'm going to dress up as. Rumi. I don't know maybe a zombie to bite you everywhere or a hexy policewoman or a hexy vampire to suck your blood another type of blood she said flirtatiously blushing a little to Izuku. Izuku. The truth is I don't know what to dress up. As Rumi. Me neither thinking, oh I had a great idea come with me pulling Izuku going for their costumes. So the whole Wayne family chose their costumes for Halloween and Izuku paid for them all since he swam in money the night hero so they went to his house where everyone went to dress up. 1 hour later. We see Izuku going down the stairs to the first floor where he sees Eri, Izumi and Rumi Jr. Izumi. Alfred can you help me put on my contact lenses? Alfred. Yes dear putting Izumi's contact lenses on, ready it's done you look good with his blue eyes. Izumi. Thanks Alfred. Izuku. Wow my girls look super pretty and what did you dress up as? Eri. Well I am Cruella de Vil that's why half of my hair is black. Izumi. I am La Katrina a popular character from Mexico and that's why I am a skull and that's why I have the dress that is super beautiful. Harumi. I am Merlina Adams said happily. Rumi Jr. And I am Tiffany the bride of Chucky and right now my boyfriend. Chris. I already arrived coming down super happy, look I am Chucky he said happily with his Chucky suit, his orange wig and his overalls and his scars. Rumi Jr. Oh he arrived my boyfriend the love of my life carrying Chris, giving him lots of kisses on the cheek. Izuku. There but how handsome you all look but come on let's take some selfies. Alfred. But I don't have a Halloween costume. Izuku. It doesn't matter because you're part of the family now come on let's take a picture. So Izuku took a selfie. Rumi Jr. How good it came out upload it to Facebook dad. Izuku. Done and you Aunt Ryuko already gave him a heart. Rumi Jr. How beautiful. Eri. And where's mom dad? Rumi. Here I am going down the stairs in her Emily costume from the corpse bride with her wedding dress her blue wig and her blue skin and she approaches Izuku. Rumi. You can now kiss the bride giving Izuku a kiss. Rumi Jr. Hey we're here with a drop of sweat. Izuku. Yeah sorry separating from Rumi. Rumi Izuku. How do we see you? Girls. Super good dad, mom. Alfred. And more you Izuku you look super handsome. Izuku. Thanks Alfred. Eri. Let me take a picture of you taking out your iPhone 35. Izuku. Okay smiling and Eri takes many of them. Rumi. Then pass them to us daughter. Eri. Yes mom. At that Edward comes down with his disguise. Rumi. Oh son but what about Edward, what did you do you just look paler. Edward. Well it's that I was inspired by Edward from Robert Pattinson from Twilight. Rumi. But you look seriously super handsome like pale surprised for Facebook taking a picture. Edward. Wait mom. Rumi. My little Edward Cullen uploading it, ready. Edward. Mom super blushed. Rumi. Oh what does it mean for everyone to know that I have the most handsome children of all? Edward. Okay mom. Bella. I already arrived going down the stairs in her normal clothes. Izuku. Don't tell me you are beautiful right? Bella. Yes with the difference that I have fangs speckling her teeth. Izuku. What a cute couple Edward and Bella are, he said smiling. Then Diego comes down in a terrifying costume. Rumi. But what is that half scared? Diego. Hello with a macabre voice. Bella. I giving him a kick that sends him a little far. Diego. What's wrong with you silly if it's me taking off the mask? Rumi. Ah, it's you Diego. Bella. Sorry Diego, is that I got scared. Diego. If it's okay. Izuku. Wow Diego, your costume is Batman, laughing Bardas. Diego. Exactly Dad said smiling, I am Revenge, but the version where the Joker and Revenge merge, being putting on his mask. Rumi. Wow, if it's a little scary. At that a girl comes down with her black hair, her black ears and her grey skin, and she was wearing a dress that covered her entire body, and she had grey Jordan 1. Izuku. Rami, are you confused? At that Rami looks at everyone with his terrifying gaze, scaring everyone except Izuku. Rami. Ha 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 ha, you should have seen their faces, ha 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 ha, laughing super hard. Izuku. And what, you come disguised Rami? Rami. Isn't it obvious I'm the girl with the hoop? Samara Morgan smiling happily, but Rumi takes a picture of the two of them. Diego. Hey wait mom. Rumi. Ready, I already uploaded it there, they look so adorable, my little monsters. Diego. Mom blushing. Then Benjamin comes down with his Halloween costume. Izuku. Wow Benjamin, you are Revenge monster version. Benjamin. Exactly, but this version of Revenge is the most horrible since Revenge really became a real bad. Izuku. No wonder your mouth has fangs. Inko. I'm here, she said happily. Brahma. And I said happy too. Rumi. There are my beautiful girls, who are you? Brahma. And I am Annabelle the evil doll. Brahma. And I am the girl from The Exorcist, she said smiling with all the scars, and she had a flower dress that covered her body and some black Converse. Rumi. There, how cute you look, pose for the photo. Christian. Wait, Ian arriving at the living room. Ella. But what is that? Christian. Isn't it obvious I'm Revenge zombie version? Izuku. Wow, this is the zombie version where I am a zombie. Christian. Exactly Dad, I painted my mouth and I think I exaggerated with the blood. Rumi. No Christian, you look super good at the same time terrifying. Christian. Thanks mom. Michael. I've already arriving with his Riddler suit. Izuku. Ah, why doesn't it surprise me? Edward. Seriously? Michael. Yes, because I think his suit is great and it doesn't offend you Dad since he is one of your enemies. Izuku. The truth is not, since after I stopped him during those years that your mother and I started our relationship, there were a lot of people dressed as the Riddler. Michael. Ah okay. Margot. I've already arrived coming down the stairs. Ella. And you who are? You Margot. I'm the nun of the nun from the Conjuring movies. Kurt. The king of crime has arrived, a clown prince coming down the stairs. Izumi. But look who is smiling. Kurt. I the Joker smiling. Roma. Why doesn't it surprise me? Kurt. Because. Margot. I already saw it coming. Kurt. But they didn't like it. Martha. Because we already saw it coming. Kurt. Well it's me the Joker smiling. Inko. That's terrifying. Izuku. In fact the Joker was the worst villain of all, he was the cruelest and the most insane that I have faced. Kurt. And what happened to him Dad? Izuku. He died in Arkham, he cut his throat. Kurt. How sad. Izuku. At least he will not suffer much with his illness, but look up, ooh. Rumi. What's wrong love? Izuku. Look up. At that everyone sees the stairs and sees Robert with a dark green sweatshirt, a white t-shirt, light blue pants and black Converse. Rumi. I already knew it seeing Robert going down to the living room. Rumi Jr. Ah, why doesn't it surprise me? Alfred. And who are you Robert? Robert. I am the great Kurt Cobain. Martha. I didn't even expect it. Rumi. And I knew you were going to dress up as the great Kurt Cobain. Robert. Finally something likes Nirvana besides me and my dad. Izuku. I am surprised by all your costumes children and more you guys since they are Revenge, but terrifying versions. I think signing with DC Comics was a great idea that I have done. Diego. And the best, they are always the best sellers of all. Rumi. How hairy all my babies look, come take a picture. So everyone joins in a photo where everyone smiled and Rumi takes the photo and uploads it to Instagram. Rumi. Ready now, let's have a great Halloween, said happily. Alfred. Have fun, I will be the food. Izuku. No Alfred, why don't you come with us? Alfred. But I don't have a costume. Inko. It doesn't matter Alfred, besides you are part of the Wayne family, so I would be very happy if you joined us. Alfred. Okay, I'll go too. Izuku. Well family, let's go. So everyone went out where they open the gate and they see a lot of people in costume. Thomas. Wow, the night will be epic. But the family sees a girl approaching them who had light purple hair and a dictator's hat on top like a military one, but what caught their attention the most is that she had one blue eye and the other red, but everyone sees that the bottom part was a little revealed since she was wearing a transparent veil. Michael. I wonder who it is, curious, and the girl stands in front of them and adjusts her hat. Marn. Hello, Robert Pattinson. Rumi. Robert Wayne Yasajiyama annoyed. Robert. What's wrong mom scared and Rumi grabs him by the sweater. Rumi. Who is she? Why did you change Marin for that ugly piece of shit who is not pretty like Marin? She is beautiful, not like that ugly piece of shit. Tell me, what kind of man are you to leave Marin furious like that? Marin. No Rumi, I am Marin, taking off her wig a little showing that it was her. Rumi. Releasing Robert. Sorry Marin, it's just that with that costume I didn't recognize you instantly. Marin. Yes, it's okay, but how do I see myself walking around? Izuku. You look beautiful dear, but don't you think it's something revealing down there? Marin. Yes, that's the suit, but I'm happy since it turned out well, he said happily. Then Ryuka arrives. Edward. Wait Ryuka, you are. Ryuka. Yes, that's right, I am Victoria, the villain of Twilight. Do you like my suit? Just take clothes from my closet and that's it. Rumi. You look good and more because you are almost the same villain. Alfred. Excuse me young man, can I help you? Tomo. What are you talking about? Alfred, it's me. Everyone. What are they seeing? Tomo, who was disguised as a prince. Benjamin. Good night Prince Tomo. Tomo. Good night King Benjamin. Izuku. Wow Tomo my dear, you are unrecognizable. Tomo. Yes I know, and more when I comb my hair many mistook me for a boy. Benjamin. But you are still a beautiful girl, giving her a kiss. Margot. Wow, look how Yuzaki comes dressed up. Kurt. But seeing Yuzaki, who was wearing a pirate costume. Yuzaki. Hello everyone. Kurt. Wow Yuzaki, you are very beautiful, said blushing. Yuzaki. Because I am a great captain in search of a great treasure. Roma. Don't you think it's something small Yuzaki? Yuzaki. Yes it is something, but there was no more my size. Iri. It doesn't matter, you look good. Inko. Hey, look there. At that Komi arrives with her witch costume. Diego. How pretty my love, said happily. Komi. Hello everyone, said super embarrassed. Izuku. Very well Komi, you are already improving in your language and your communication. Komi. Gra, and what are you Diego? Diego. I am Revenge, that laugh smiling macabrely, making me tremble with fear. Komi. Martha. Hey look at Hanabi, seeing Hanabi as a zombie. Hanabi. Ready, I'm here. Thomas. Wow Hanabi, your suit looks terrifying. Hanabi. Well, it's the costume I chose, Thomas, love. Besides, I really like zombie movies, that's why I dressed up as one. Rami. But it still looks good on you. Ingina. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the one and only magician, Tajina said happily, taking out her cards, making them fall. Izuku. Very good presentation, Tajina. Tajina. Thanks, Izuku, and thanks to everyone for watching my entry. Michael. You look beautiful, love. Tajina. Wow Michael, love, you look so handsome and scary with the riddle costume. Rumi. I really liked your magician costume, it gives you an extra. Tajina. Thanks Rumi. Rami. Look who comes there. Nagatoro. Hello Christian, super blushed since Nagatoro was wearing a somewhat revealing kitten costume. Christian. There, but what a beautiful kitten, let's see if we dance something, he said smiling, taking out a vein to Nagatoro. Nagatoro. I am your pretty kitten moving, I am very pretty moving dancing, I am your kitten, pointing at Christian, I am your kitten. Everyone's mind. Don't laugh, don't laugh, don't laugh, don't laugh, don't laugh. Outside of everyone's mind. Everyone. Ha 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 laughing. Izuku. Sorry, I tried to support you, but I failed, ha 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 laughing, grabbing her belly. Harumi. What a cute kitten. Nagatoro. TSK anyway, blushing, let's go ask for candy. Izuku. Well family, let's have a great time. Ryuka. And which one will we go? Inko. I want to go first with Aunt Ryuko. Tomo. Hey yes Inko. Bella. Let's go with her. So everyone goes to the house, to Ryuko's house, where they play. Everyone. Trick or treat, screaming happily. Diego. And come out. Robert. Oh, we filled your house with toilet paper. Marin. Really, are you going to do that? Confused. Izuku. Don't worry Marin, I will make you clean your house if you do that. Then Ryuko comes out with many sweets and in her witch costume. Ryuko. There, but how cute all my nephews look. Mary. Uncle, she said happily, and Izuku and Rumi carry her. Izuku. Hello dear, but look how big you're getting. Rumi. If your uncle and I can't even carry you. Ryuko. There, but how cute all my nephews look if they are very scary. Diego. Can you give us our candy, Aunt, please, said happily. Ryuko. Okay, giving her lots of candy. Rumi. How do you say children? Everyone. Thank you Aunt Ryuko said happily. Ryuko. No, there, what are you coming? Mary, come, we have to finish getting ready to reach your brothers and father. Mary. Okay she said happy, goodbye uncle said happily. Izuku. Goodbye daughter smiling going to another house where they arrive and knock on the door. All. Trick or treat. Harumi. Aunt I want chocolates. Hajina. Open up or the supreme sorceress will destroy your house by moving her fingers. Namuri. Here I am leaving your house. Christopher running happily. Namuri. Namari first greet your uncles and then your boyfriend I say to Christian. Chris. Hello Namari said happily hugging. Her Namari. I really like how you go as Chucky. Chris. You too Namari Pumpkin-chan said happily. Namuri. There but how cute they all look very terrifying. Benjamin. Can you give us candy now dark magician? Namuri. How did you know dear, I am the great dark magician taking a turn, I am the most powerful of all, and here they have many sweets giving many sweets to everyone. All. Thank you very much Aunt Namuri. Namuri. No problem, my children and happy Halloween, let's go. Namari leaves her boyfriend I tell Christopher that we are going to finish getting ready. Namari. But I love Christopher. Rumi. I can't imagine when they are boyfriends laughing a little and Namari goes with her mother. All. Goodbye Aunt. Namuri. Happy Halloween my children. 10 minutes later. Hanabi. What good luck we had, they gave us many sweets she said happily. Hello Aunt Rumi, hello Uncle Izuku. Izuku. Oh Arturo how are you? Rumi. Wow Arturo you look terrifying. Arturo. Thank you very much everyone. You. There but how cute all my nephews look hugging everyone. Thomas. Hello Aunt you. Kurt. She looks pretty in her Halloween costume. Arthur. Hello brother smiling. Izuku. Hello little brother how have you felt? Arthur. Yes I already feel super good already better than all my illness and the good thing is that my son does not have that illness on the contrary, he inherited his blonde hair and his quirk from his mother, he said smiling seeing Arthur talking to the boys. Rumi. I am very glad my mother-in-law would be very happy that the two of them are already great men. Alfred. And more Thomas since the two of them are now very important in the entire Wayne family. Arthur. Yes thanks to you, I no longer have my laughing fit smiling. Izuku. Mom would be proud of the great man your brother. Arthur. Well I'll see you soon since I'm going to enjoy this great day with my family he said happily. Izuku. Take care brother. Half an hour later. Tomo. Wow we have a lot of candy that we collected. Izuku. And now what are we going to do we have already collected the entire neighborhood. Homie. And yes let's go to the Fei Horror Fair. Diego. Good idea love. 20 minutes later. Izuku. Well here we are seeing the entire amusement park that was pure terror. Christian. Now which one do we go first? Nagatoro. There first he said happily. Izuku. Okay. Alfred. In my time we knew it as the House of Horrors. Already in the attraction. We see everyone inside walking calmly. Rami. And where the terror is, there is nothing. Rama. But it looks very pretty and very colorful. But a terrifying clown comes out. Rami. AI is screaming, hugging Izuku. Izuku. Calm down, daughter, it's just a doll. Christian. No, it wasn't scary. Rami. Nah just came out of nowhere, but dad can you hug me until the exit hugging Izuku tightly. Izuku. Sure daughter hugging her. Already at the exit. Marin. The attraction was very nice and more the colorful clown said smiling. Izuku. And now which one are we going to? Robert. Let's go there to the Cannibal Forest mom, dad. Rumi Jr. Sounds fun. Rumi. Okay let's go. Already in the attraction. Tomo. So far we are walking well. Hannibal. Ruair scaring everyone. Izuku. I'm not even surprised. Hannibal. Well I tried going into his hiding place. Nagatoro. Why aren't you scared Izuku if she came out of nowhere scared hugging Christian? Izuku. Fear is just something that maybe goes away since the more you are exposed to fear the more you become immune. Hannibal 2. Ruair scaring everyone. Izuku. See it as alone do not let fear control you be the fear. Hannibal. That they did not like it. Izuku. The truth is not. Hannibal. Sniff crying comically. Izuku. That was weird. Already outside. Izuku. The truth is that forest bored me a lot. Rami. The good thing is that it doesn't scare me almost at all getting behind Izuku. Izuku. What's wrong daughter confused and Rami points to some clowns. Hanabi. Oh they are the clowns from the movie The Killer Clowns from Space. Homie. How terrifying. Izuku. Oh do you want a picture with them daughter smiling. Izaki. Rami says yes. Rami. No with much terror. Iri. Says yes dad. Izuku. Come on, let's go honey, let your mother take the picture, taking Rami by the hand, and the two go towards the clowns who poses for the photo. Ryuka. Smiles Rami the clown, I want you laughing, and Rami smiles with much terror. Eerie. That's right Rami. Rumi. Well here say Cheese taking the picture, wow they look good smiling, and Rami moves away from the clowns. Rami. I hate those stupid clowns, annoying and scared. Rumi. Okay, let's go to another one. Alfred. That one looks interesting guys. Diego. That's true, it looks interesting, let's get on Komi. Komi. Yes. So everyone gets on and right in the middle someone dressed as a nun appears. Kurt. Why doesn't she sit down? Michael. That's true, why doesn't she sit down? Benjami. Hey friend, sit down, the game is about to begin. Eerie. Yes, the game is about to begin friend. But the game began to move from one side to the other, but the nun was dancing to the rhythm of the song, and what surprised them all was that the nun was as if nothing was happening, dancing calmly to the rhythm of the music. Worse, what surprised them is that the game turned around and she kept her balance without falling, she just danced super well. Thus ending the game where everyone got off. Ryuka. Wow, the nun impressed me a lot. Izaki. Oh look, the rocket show is about to begin. Harumi. Yes, it's about to begin, let's go mommy, daddy said happily. Harumi. Let's go then. So everyone goes to a better place to see the rockets, where everyone sees that it has already begun, starting to throw many rockets into the air, making many figures in the sky, surprising everyone, and Izuku and Rumi looked at this with a smile and touched their hands and look into each other's eyes, where the two approach and kiss while a rocket explodes, making the shape of a heart. 12:30 in the morning. Rumi Jr. We finally arrived, entering his house super tired of walking. Izumi. Yes, the best thing is that we've arrived well, good night mom, dad, little brothers, I'm going to sleep. So everyone went to sleep. Eerie. Good night mom, dad was about to leave, but comes back to hug his parents, thank you very much for accepting to be my parents, thank you very much for being my parents, shedding tears. Izuku. No daughter, thanks to you our lives improved, thanks to you now we are happier. Rumi. And more because your father and I are now closer, thanks to you daughter, and we love you very much, hugging Eerie. Eerie. Well, wiping away her tears, good night mom, dad. Izuku. Rumi. Good night daughter, smiling, and Eerie goes to her room and they go to theirs. Izuku. Worse than a great Halloween night, you can't believe it love. Rumi. Hey bunny, hugging him by the neck, how about we close the night with a flourish, said flirtatiously. Izuku. Well, after all everyone is asleep, starting to kiss Rumi. 1 hour later. Rumi. Oh shit, Izuku moaning while Izuku was giving it to her vagina and Izuku was squeezing her wrists with his hands. Izuku. Silence, giving her a kiss, you're going to wake everyone up. Rumi. Is that Izuku is so rich that I always wish you came home to give and keep bucking me, giving her a kiss. So Izuku began to give it hard to Rumi, making Rumi moan muffled since he didn't want to wake anyone up, and Izuku was giving it to her hard with great force while kissing Rumi with great passion. Rumi. Izuku, I'm coming kai I moaned loudly, but Izuku kisses her so that the moan could not be heard while Rumi came feeling great pleasure. Rumi. That was rich, super excited. Izuku. Silly, they almost heard you. Rumi. Sorry, I couldn't even control myself, this was nice. Izuku. But now like this, carrying her, putting her against the wall. Rumi. Okay, this is it, do it, make me yours, over and over again, kissing Izuku. Izuku. As you say, my cute and beautiful brunette, kissing her with a lot of passion. November 2. Izuku. Very well guys, first we are going to visit her grandparents, and then we will go for the girls, and then we will go to the movies driving in her Mercedes-Benz G63 AMG 6X6. Robert. I finally found the right one to go, well, preparing for 5 Nights at Freddy's. Michael. It's just Freddy, and don't tell me Marin also dressed up, right? Robert. Yes, since yesterday we were talking and he told me that he is going to dress up as a girl. Rumi. They are made for each other. Izuku. We already arrived, going down. Rumi Jr. I already have the flowers. Izuku. Well, let's go, taking Chris's hand, where everyone begins to walk to a small temple where Inko, Thomas and Dory were. Izuku. Hello mom, dad, Dory, I already came, placing some flowers on the beds where it was kept. Edward. Grandma is just like you dad, but a male version. Izuku. You know, at first your grandmother wanted a girl and had planned to call me Izumi, but I was a man, but I used that name for your sister, Izumi, smiling. Rami. And what did Dory die? Aviri. She was already very big for her age, and at the same time she was sick, but now she is resting peacefully. Izuku. It was a hard blow since I loved her like my second mother, but now I know that now she is resting peacefully. Roma. At least they are happy, resting, smiling, placing flowers on her. 1 hour later. Izuku. Well family, let's let their grandparents and Aunt Dory rest. Chris Harumi. Goodbye grandparents, Aunt Dory saying goodbye and everyone leaves the small temple where they get into the car. Edward. What time is it looking at the time? Margot. It's a good time, but please Kurt, Robert do not get too excited. The other time when we went to see The Last of Us the movie they shouted as well as the fans that security had to come to calm things down. Kurt. That day was the premiere, it was obvious that we were going to get excited. Izuku. Well let's go for the girls. 5 minutes later. Robert. Marin we already arrived screaming and Marin comes out of her house. Izuku. Really with a drop of sweat since Marin came disguised as a girl and gets in the car. Marin. Let's go at once she said excitedly. 2 minutes later. Edward. Ryuka we're here. Ryuka. Oh yes they're finally here she said happily getting into the car. 3 minutes later. Benjamin. We're here Tomo. Tomo. Finally I'll see the movie he said happily getting into the car. 1 minute later. Kurt we're here love. Izaki getting into the car excited. 1 minute later. Christian Nagachan love we're here. Nagatoro how exciting leaving her house getting into the car. 1 minute later. Thomas we're here Hanabi love. Hanabi finally they're here she said happily and excitedly getting into the car. 1 minute later. Michael we're here Tajina. Tajina getting into the car excitedly. 1 minute later. Diego Komi love we're here he said happily and Komi comes out with a purple dress, purple tights and purple Vans and gets into the car. Komi okay yeah let's go. Izuku yes now let's go see the big movie. 3 minutes later. Diego wow the cinema is going super seeing a lot of people. Nagatoro and which one are we going to see love? Kurt that one pointing at the poster. Tajina yees after 8 damn years it finally made it to the big screen. Izuku I hope it doesn't disappoint me. Rumi seriously my little ones want to see that one if they want we'll watch Paw Patrol. Chris no mommy I want to see that one. Barumi besides we're big kids now she said smiling standing on tiptoes. Izuku well if you say buying the tickets and in 4D so that the animatronics feel very real. 2 hours later. Robert Marin woo. Rami it was the best movie of all I loved every detail of everything. Hanabi I hope it wins the Oscar for everything. Izuku my kids are fine seeing their children who were quiet. Chris Harumi SSSS, yes dad we're okay. Rumi well let's go home. Already at night. Izuku and Rumi were lying down watching the door calmly. Izuku believe they'll come. Rumi I think so since they are the most fearful of all, since they are always afraid they are like Robert who at first said that I was not afraid of anything and at night he wet the bed. Izuku. Yes it's true Robert is just like me he likes Nirvana he likes black things he is emo and when he was a child he was terrified of bats, as was I. Rumi. Yes but you and he now control your fear and everyone controls their fears now looking at the door. Izuku. I don't think they're going to come and what do you want to do now? Rumi. A quickie. Izuku. You read my mind taking off his sweater and Rumi began to masturbate since she slept naked. But some small knocks on the door make them stop. Izuku. It must be them. Rumi. The bell saved you bunny, but tomorrow you would be mine giving him a passionate kiss and they separate with a thread of saliva and Rumi gets up putting on her bra her panties and her sweater where she goes to the door and opens it showing Chris and Rumi super scared to death. Rumi. And well know that they were already big children and that they were not afraid of anything he said mockingly but it is heard a small noise making the children get very scared and hug their mother's legs. Chris Harumi. Mommy let's sleep with you they said super scared and bringing tears to their eyes in terror and Rumi carries them both. Rumi. Well let's sleep shortening and Izuku covers them both. Chris Harumi. Good night daddy, mommy. Izuku Rumi. Good night my little ones giving them a kiss on the forehead and they fall asleep. Good night love giving each other a kiss that they separate with a thread of saliva. Izuku Rumi. I love you. So the two went to sleep while hugging their little children with a smile. Over Christmas and New Year. Narrator. We see 10 years old Izuku changing super sad since today was his parents' funeral and Izuku was crying his head off, remembering that moment when his parents died and Izuku had no more power lets go of his grandfather's arms. Grandpa. Izuku. Grandma. Son wait. So Izuku ran super fast while crying a lot while running, he stepped on a wood that broke causing him to fall into a super deep hole where he fell into a pile of leaves and look how deep it was. Izuku. Hello help I'm trapped here screaming, but I didn't hear anyone where Izuku was already super sad he started to cry much louder. Why does this happen to me sniff sniff sniff, why does this happen to me sniff sniff sniff, why does this happen to them sniff sniff, why did that happen to them sniff sniff crying, many remembering that day of his death, mommy daddy I wanted them to see me become a hero crying loudly. But suddenly Izuku hears many noises where he raises his head looking at some small holes he approaches them. At that moment many bats come out where they begin to surround Izuku. Izuku. AI is screaming like a dog, but what's happening seeing that the bats only surrounded him all the bats. Izuku. What's happening he said scared. At that moment many bats began to help him lift him where all the bats were helping Izuku to get out of the hole while everyone was helping him and Izuku was surprised since some bats were helping him get out. Present. Izuku. Waking up suddenly, wow that memory again I always come dreaming almost every night thank goodness those bats helped me get out that day, but he feels a weight on his hips, but what is this because I feel something very heavy on my legs confused. Rumi. Turn on the light silly. Izuku. What turning on the light? Let's see Rumi in a super hexy Christmas outfit making Izuku blush a lot Izuku. Rumi what are you doing dressed like that super blushing covering himself with the sheets of the bed, but Rumi uncovers him. Rumi. Merry Christmas bunny giving him a kiss. Izuku. But love, we're on December 1st. Rumi. Well, I wanted to give you your early Christmas present. Izuku said flirtatiously. Well, since you gave me a great gift, I'll give you yours too. Rumi. Seriously, and she's happy, moving her tail and ears from side to side. Izuku. It's in the closet all the way down, he said smiling, and Rumi stands up super happy, opening the closet. It's very low, look for it, he said calmly, watching Rumi's ass, which she moved from side to side next to her tail. Rumi finds a large box wrapped in gift wrapping. Rumi. What will it be, shaking it to hear who it was. Izuku. Open it so you can see that it's. Rumi. I happily opened her gift, uncovering the box and gave a small scream, but she covers her mouth and takes out of the box a beautiful red dress with red diamonds inlet on it and light purple gloves, making Rumi jump a little with joy. And took a big jump where she reached Izuku and began to kiss him all over the face. Rumi. There I love you, 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 I love you he said super happy shedding small tears. Izuku. You liked it right. Rumi. I loved it a lot giving her a kiss and shedding tears, I don't know how you could fall in love with me, a super rude bunny like me shedding tears while Izuku wiped them away. Izuku. Because you were the first one who shot my heart and the one I fell in love with very much and you are the most beautiful woman of all and you are the one who came to light up my life smiling and wiping Rumi's tears. Rumi. But I still want to give you your Christmas present unbuttoning the back of his suit, letting the top of his suit fall. Izuku. Love we can't do it besides the children are sleeping he said blushing. Rumi. We won't wake them up if we don't make too much noise he said flirtatiously. Lemon skipped. The next day. We see Izuku and Rumi sleeping super peacefully with a smile each for the great night they spent. Then the alarm clock on Rumi's phone began to ring causing Rumi to wake up first and turns it off she stretches seeing her husband who was still asleep making him smile and gets up and puts on her panties her bra, her panties and her sweater and leaves the room super smiling at night. What happened she goes down the stairs to the third floor of the big mansion and there she found Benjamin, Tomo, Nagatoro and Christian. Boys. Hello mom, Rumi. Rumi. Hello guys but she is in shock, girls did you stay over? Nagatoro. Yes since I have been sleeping at your house for a month since sometimes I stay over. Tomo. I also stayed to sleep at your house for a month since then I suddenly fall asleep. Rumi. I see and tell me did you hear something at night by chance she said curious but inside she was scared to death. Nagatoro. No because besides when I sleep I never hear anything besides I never hear anything since Christian's room hey what's going on outside? Tomo. Yes, I also sleep and I always fall asleep, it's very difficult for you to wake me up because you're confused, making Rumi let out a small sigh of relief. Rumi. Nothing, I was just asking since later a lot of noise was heard at night. Tomo. I see. Rumi. Well, I'm going to make breakfast. Christian. In fact, Grandpa Alfred already made breakfast. Rumi. Ah, I see, well, I'm going to help him serve. Chris Rumi. Good morning, mommy, the little brown rabbit said smiling. Chris, Izuku and her Rumi clones, and Rumi carries them. Rumi. Good morning, my babies, giving them both lots of kisses. Come, let's have breakfast that your grandfather made for you. Chris, yes mommy. 5 minutes later. We see the whole family having breakfast peacefully, as well as Tomo and Nagatoro. Izuku. Okay family, I have some news to give you. Kurt. It's dad. Eri. It's the news you told me yesterday right? Tomo. What a thing. Izuku. That we will spend Christmas at his grandparents' old house on the snowy mountain. Tomo. Seriously, father. Izuku. The best of all is that girls, you are invited to spend Christmas with us, what do you say? Do you accept Tomo? Of course I accept. Nagatoro. I'm going too. Bella. Yes, and don't post 1,000 photos of you and Christian kissing. Nagatoro. Why me and Christian don't post that blushing? Rumi. Yes, and I love seeing your Facebook, and the first thing I see is your profile picture of you and Christian, and when I see your photos which are always a kiss of the two of you. Christian Nagatoro. Mom Rumi super blushed. Izuku. Well, go pack your things today, we will go on a trip to the house, and guys, call the girls if you want to go with us. Boys. Yes, dad. Nagatoro. Well, I'm done, I'm going to pack. Christian. Me too, standing up, putting their plates in their place and go to Christian's room. Good love, since your clothes are in my furniture, which is a lot, so no problem. Nagatoro. Yes, love, smiling pervertedly. Christian. Well, I don't know which suitcase we will take, if the big one or the super big one. Nagatoro. Hey love, do you want to see something incredible, lowering his pan? Christian. No wait, but Nagatoro opens Christian's shirt. No love, we can't do it, and my parents are covering their eyes, but see that Nagatoro had his swimsuit on. Nagatoro. Did you think you would see me naked like you have seen me by accident several times? What a pervert you are, love. Christian said flirtatiously. No, that's not it, I thought you were going to undress. Super blushed, and Nagatoro throws himself into Christian's arms, beginning to kiss him. Love wait, trying to separate. Love stop, trying to stop her. Love stops trying, and Nagatoro hugs him affectionately. Nagatoro. Thank you, love. Christian. Why? Nagatoro. For all the times I made fun of you, and sometimes I bothered you, and sometimes I called you a bug or that you were disgusting. Sorry for all that, love, hugging him, and Christian reciprocates the hug. Christian. Don't worry, love, that was in the past, but now we are together and everything, giving him a kiss on the head. Nagatoro. I never told you, but I love that you are muscular, since that way I can bite you all I want, giving him a bite on the chest. Well, I'm going to go take a bath, grabbing Christian's towel. Christian. But that is my towel. Nagatoro. That's why I grabbed her, if you want you can bathe with me, love, winking at him, making Christian blush, and Nagatoro gets in to bathe. Christian. I really liked his bite on my chest, grabbing his chest. 30 minutes later. Rumi. Well, now we have everything to go have a good time at Christmas. Izuku. Yes, love, the good thing is that we bring everything. Closing the suitcase, and Rumi hugs him from behind. Rumi. Thanks for giving me a big happy family, what I always wanted, hugging him tightly. Izuku. No thanks to you for coming into my life and lighting it up, giving it a kiss. You know I always remember that moment we met, smiling. Rumi. If you hadn't arrived, maybe it would be the end of me, thanks for helping me that day. Izuku. You're welcome, giving him a kiss and leaves the room. Chris. We're leaving, mom, dad. Rumi. Yes, my boy, we're already carrying him. Izuku. You look a lot like me, only you inherited everything from your mother. Rumi. Yes, and you and Chris look like twins, you have the same face, giving him a kiss on the cheek. Izuku. Well, let's go down the stairs, seeing all his children, but they see a strange scene. Christian. Why do you always have to grab my ears, blushing since Nagatoro grabbed his ears. Ella. They are the softest in the world, brother. Margot. It's true, you have them very soft. Eri. They are very soft, the truth. Izuku. Are you ready, guys, boys? Yes, dad. Rumi. Well, let's leave the house, where he sees Marin and Tajina. Marin. Hello everyone. Benjamin. So you will go with us, I'm glad. Marin. Yes, because I want to spend Christmas with everyone, and especially with my Robert Pattinson. Robert. Don't call me that, half blushing. Michael. Love, what are you doing dressed like that? Margot. But what? Eri. How pretty. Tajina. I am Michael, the first thought you would open first, blushing. Tomo. But you look pretty, Tajina. Benjamin. You're finally coming, love, I thought you wouldn't arrive. Tomo. As I promise if I arrive. Martha. That Christmas we will have a great time. Inko. Look, here comes Hanabi, Komi and Yazaki. Edward. How bad that Ryuka went on a trip. Rumi Jr. Don't worry, she will come back before Christmas, smiling. Hanabi. Ready, I brought everything necessary to have a great Christmas. Thomas. Of course, love. Roma. We're leaving. Rami. If it's already getting cold. Izuku. Okay, leaving the house, very well, we will go in my Mercedes-Benz G63 AMG 6X6, better known as the Fortnite truck. Izumi. Isn't it the same truck with which Mr. Beast gave away many PS7? Diego. If it's the same one, getting in. Kurt. Let's go quickly because I want to see my grandparents' old house again. Izuku. Well, lighting the car, we don't forget anything, right? Rumi. Hermi and Chris are here, but I don't know. Komi. They forgot about me getting into the truck. Rumi. They're sorry, Komi. Rumi Jr. But well, you're here. Diego. Let's go, dad. Izuku. Yes, let's go. 4 hours later. We see everyone in the Wayne mansion and everyone leaves. Benjamin. Wow, I don't know how to react since we finally returned to our Christmas house again. Alfred. After many years it is still very well preserved. Izuku. If it continues like this almost new. Eri. Why don't we walk around the town? Roma. It's a good idea sister. Izaki. Then let's go. So our family went for a walk around the town that was in peace and harmony. Benjamin. Look at snow throwing itself into the snow. Hurt. Make an angel. Benjamin. How fun said happily. Tomo. He looks like a little boy, my Benjamin smiling. Hurt. I want to jump too. Umi. Very well my little angels, let's go, we're going to eat something. Alfred. I know a good place, follow me. Benjamin. It's okay, standing up, Kurt, and what do you want to eat, love? Tomo. To you my beautiful chocolate said in love and half blushing. Benjamin. How blushed? Tomo. Nothing not at all blushed. Diego. What memories it brings back I will always come here when it is Christmas and New Year. Homie I also are our children stuttering. Diego yes of course you, me and wait what did you say blushing? Homie NNNNN not at all blushed to the point that she was smoking a lot. Later at night. Chris another trick to Gina-chan. Harumi yes to Gina-chan I want another magic trick please. To Gina. Wow, they've never asked me for many tricks. Eri. Come on to Gina, do another one since you're the best in the world, let's go for another magic trick. Inko. Come on to Gina-chan. To Gina. Very good, for my next act 1 need a bill of whatever. Michael. Here giving him a $10 bill. Robert. Are you sure? Christian. I think this will work out more. To Gina. Very good now look putting the bill in a bag, now I have to cut it in half and you'll see the magic cutting it in half. Hanabi. And what happened confused and to Gina turns around. To Gina. Wow the $10 bill appeared in my wallet crying comically. Michael. Calm down love it's not happening keep it doesn't bother me that you tore it smiling. To Gina. Thanks love and sorry crying comically. Michael. Don't worry honey. Kurt. Hey and what are we going to do next? Edward. In a few days Wonka will be released with Timothée Chalamet my favorite actor. Diego. How good like that let's all enjoy a great family movie smiling the dark-skinned rabbit with white hair with green streaks. Alfred. Dinner is served. Everyone. Let's go Grandpa Alfred. Already at night. Izukurumi. Good night everyone. Everyone. Good night mom dad Izukurumi going to his room. Thomas. But what a day don't you believe it love but look at Hanabi on the balcony, is something wrong love? Hanabi. Nothing just remembered the past going into the room. Thomas. If something happens can you tell me I won't get mad I promise worried and Hanabi lies down and covers herself. Hanabi. Can you turn off the light I'm very tired. Thomas. Okay turning off the light and lies down and covers himself where he hugs Hanabi from behind. Honey if you have a big problem, please tell me apart from being your boyfriend, I am your best friend just tell me what's wrong and if you have a problem tell me worried and Hanabi turns around. Hanabi. Is that Thomas shedding small tears, I made a promise to that person I loved very much that when we find love we would both be very happy and we would finally find happiness and finally I found her hugging Thomas, I love you very much Thomas crying in Thomas's chest. Thomas. You know I never thought either that I was going to fall in love with someone like you a super beautiful girl who has me madly in love but with what you just told me I feel happy that you have finally found love finally and how good that we both got to know each other love because we love each other and we will never separate ever giving him a kiss. Hanabi. I love you very much Thomas. Thomas. And I love him more Hanabi loved giving him a kiss making the two have a tongue fight where Thomas began to squeeze Hanabi's breasts making her moan and turns her over where he began to lower his pants. Hanabi. Thomas make me yours taking out small tears of pleasure. Thomas. I'll be gentle I promise. 2 in the morning. We see Hanabi looking at the ceiling while she was remembering the heck she had with her boyfriend. Hanabi. That was fantastic and beautiful I never felt more like a woman. Thomas. But I didn't hurt you too much since you bled too much from your vagina are you okay? Hanabi. Yes I'm fine but now we are united forever. Thomas. Of course giving him a kiss. Hanabi. Do you want another round? Thomas. Until dawn. Hanabi. Whatever you say my fiery brunette starting to kiss him. The next day. We see everyone gathered in the cabin outside the cabin. Izuku. Are you ready? Kurt. Wait missing Izaki. Izaki. Here I am, love, said smiling. Martha. You're not cold, Izaki. Margot. Since that bread. Izaki. It's a pant somewhat stuck to my legs, that's why I wear a skirt said comically. Alfred. Well let's go or it's going to start snowing harder. Edward. Hanabi are you okay? Hanabi. Yes, I'm fine trying to walk, what happens is that he kicked me when we fell asleep, it was a strong kick, that's why I fell. Izuku. I understand you dear, hugging Rumi by the shoulder. Rumi. A tip is that when you feel Thomas's legs, turn him around so he doesn't kick you. Hanabi. Thanks for the advice. Izuku. Well, let's go for our Christmas tree. 30 minutes later. Nagatoro. Wow, but how beautiful. Roma. It's super pretty everything. Iri. It looks like a movie scene. Rumi Jr. It's super beautiful. Izumi. And which one will we take, Mom, Dad? Martha. That one pointing at a tree. Michael. They're squirrels, we are not going to take away your home. Ella. Or what about that one pointing to a little pig? Christian. It will not fit in the house. Homie. Oh, maybe that one pointing to a super beautiful and cute tree. All. It's perfect. Izuku. Well, now to cut down. Marin. Be careful, love. Robert. Don't worry, I'll be fine. So all the men began to cut down with great force, where a couple of seconds falls to the ground. Njami. Well, let's love it. 20 minutes later. Izuku. Well guys, opening the door of the house, lower the Christmas decorations, children, that we are going to decorate it very beautifully. 10 minutes later. Izuku. Ready, it is done. Harumi. I want to put the star. Izuku. Okay daughter, carrying her, and Harumi puts the star on the tip of the star. Ella. It's done, she said happily. Margot. But what a good Christmas we will spend, smiling. Izuku. Merry Christmas to everyone, said happily. I'm Sky, December 15. Robert. We'll be back, Mom, let's go for a walk. Rumi. Don't take too long, in 2 hours we'll go to the 100. Marin. Yes, Rumi, leaving the cabin. Robert. Well, let's go, it's already getting dark, Marin. We. Better hurry, taking Robert's hand, it's super hot. Robert. Well, it's that I'm a rabbit, then I'm very hot so I don't feel so cold walking. Marin. They also go into heat, said mischievously. Robert. Yes, we go into heat, but better not tell you how we go into heat, blushing. Marin. Well, I will find out for myself. 10 minutes later. Marin. Here we are. Robert. You said we weren't going to a love motel, blushing. Marin. Well, it's that I wanted to be here, since here we can take pictures quietly, said smiling. Robert. Well, let's go in, half blushing. So they entered the love hotel, where they go to the 2nd floor, and there they arrive at their room. Marin. Woo, oh, it's super nice and comfortable, the bed is super comfortable, and I like the whole atmosphere. Robert. Well, let's go, Marin, at 7 we have to be home to go to the movies. Marin. Oh, yes, that's true, I'm going to change, entering the bathroom where Robert is lying down. Robert. This place is very nice, turning on the movie, but he sees that there was a pornographic movie, Aya blushing, turning it off. God, this hotel is super weird, blushing, and goes to the bathroom, seeing that Marin didn't arrive, and turns on the TV, but everything goes down while watching the movie. Robert. Dear God, but why is he biting her breasts like that? I'm not going to do it with Marin, super blushed. Marin. Robert Pattinson. Robert. I wasn't seeing anything, blushing. Marin. Don't you think it's something tight in the chest, showing his cosplay? Robert. You don't look good, sincerely blushing. Marin. Well, putting on the wig, well, let's start with our photo session. So Robert began to take pictures of Marin with his camera, so they spent taking many pictures of the two of them and more of Marin, since she looked very beautiful. Marin. Robert. Ready, I think with those there are more than 30 photos. Marin. So I'm missing this pose, take it, posing. Robert. Of course, taking the photo, no, it didn't come out well, I'm not convinced. Marin. And what will we do? Robert. Yeah, better I lie down and take it from below. Marin. Of course, smiling, and Robert lies down and Marin gets on top of Robert. Robert. Okay, are you ready? Marin. Already, take it. Robert. Here she goes, taking the photo. Ready, love, you looked beautiful as always, smiling, but he began to hear many moans next to his room, and Robert realized something, that they were moans and that they continued in the motel, making him blush a lot, and his members stand up, making Marin feel something on her buttocks. Robert. Marin, I need you to get off me, touching Marin's stomach. Marin. Kai am moaning, but he touches his mouth and everything goes dark and in a great silence while they looked at each other. Marin. Robert super blushed. Robert. Marin super blushed. But the two were lost in each other's gaze, making Marin take her hands off her mouth and slowly approach Robert, where the two joined their lips on the other, giving each other a kiss of pure love, while Robert caressed Marin's hair and her back, and Marin kissed Robert very affectionately, so that the two began to intensify it to such an extent that Robert takes off Marin's bra and her wig, while kissing her with great passion, and Marin touched his marked abdomen, where he takes off his sweater and Robert lays Marin down while the two separate. Marin. Robert, love, I want us to have our first time together, kissing him, make me yours, I want to be yours forever, kissing him. 2 hours later. Marin. Love more my love moaning while touching the scars on Robert's body, where the two did not stop until. Marin. Love I can't hold it anymore I'm going to come. Robert. Me too. Marin. Let's hum together. So the two of them hum, and Marin let out a loud moan as she felt the hot heman inside her, and Robert lays down next to Marin. Marin. That was incredible love kissing him. Robert. It was the first time so incredible in all the ways we did it. Marin. Ouch ouch my vagina hurts a little with pain. Robert. Do you feel good since you bled too much from your vagina? Marin. It hurts a little, but don't worry I'll be better and my god Robert you have many scars that nothing. Robert. It's from the many fights I've had, but it doesn't matter as long as my wife is okay, I would be fighting day and night against evil for you and our son touching her belly. Marin. If it's a boy Robert Jr. like you, and if it's a girl Rumina smiling touching her belly, if they come out dark like Rumi, they will be the most handsome and beautiful of all smiling. Robert. You're right hugging her. Marin. The black eyeliner fell from your eyes. Robert. Don't worry I have eyeliner for my eyes put them black again smiling, 1 second you were. Marin. I don't know grabbing his cell phone, it's 7 o'clock. Robert. Damn there are 30 minutes left to go. Marin. Let's go quickly. So the two of them stand up they bathe together and put on their clothes when leaving the room they see Christian and Nagatoro. Nagatoro. But what? Christian. What are you doing here guys? Robert. More like what are you doing here? Marin. No time for explanations let's go. So the four of them get into the elevator where it comes out and they leave the hotel where they go quickly and they run to Izuku's house where they arrived. Izuku. Where were you guys and why do girls walk badly? You Nagatoro it seems like you fell, and you Marin, it seems like you hit yourself. Marin. Well it's that we went skiing and we fell many times. Nagatoro. Yes we fell many times they said calmly. Ella. Okay well let's go to the movies. 6 minutes later. Izuku. Well we arrived getting out of the Mercedes. Alfred. The line is very long than that time when Charlie and the Chocolate Factory was released. Tomo. And which one are we going to see? Benjamin. That one pointing at the poster. Dejina. Yes finally after almost a century it finally hit the big screen said happily. Kurt. But the bad thing isn't Johnny Depp. Izaki. What does it matter besides it's a new remake of all. Edward. Wait a moment if there is a very long line how will we get the tickets? Izuku. I already bought them for everyone so let's go at once. So everyone bought the popcorn and everything and went to the room where they sit. Diego. How strange it is to see many people dressed as Wonka. Homie. Yes I hope that it is very pretty. The lights go out making everyone excited. Christian. How exciting he said happily. Thus beginning the movie telling all of Wonka's childhood until reaching the Humpa Lumpa part. Izuku. Reminds me of the previous movie. Rumi. Is the same as the previous movie. Thus goes the movie where they arrive to where Wonka opens his first chocolate factory. Tomo. How I love damn chocolate. Thus until the movie ends. Izuku. He's going to win the Oscar I'm sure. Izaki. It was the best movie of all. Martha. I hope it wins. Rami. It already made me want to eat chocolate. Rumi Jr. It was the best movie of all. Iri. You can't even say it, it relived my childhood. Izumi. It was the best. Heimskine December 24. Everyone was at the table celebrating Christmas quietly. Izumi. Thanks Yuzaki for the gift, I loved the bunny sweater. Edward. Thanks love for giving me these Adidas from South Park, my favorite series. Ryuka. You're welcome love, I knew you would like it a lot since when I went to France, I saw them and bought them for you. Iri. How did you know I liked bunnies Kurt seeing his bunny jacket? Kurt. I know you perfectly sister, that's why we are brothers smiling. Izuku. Well, I was missing standing up going with Robert Jr., you have impressed me because you listen to Nirvana and I am happy since we have the same tastes and you don't like Bad Bunny. Everyone. How confused. Izuku. Well, you are the same image of me since at your age I was emo like you. Robert. Really confused. Rumi. Yes because he looks taking out his cell phone where it shows a photo of Izuku emo. Robert. Wow you also used shadows and black eyeliner surprised and I thought I was the only emo who used eyeliner to make my eyes black with stars in my eyes. Izuku. So Robert to first want to give you this by giving him a big box. Robert. What is it by filling it? Izuku. Open it now. Robert opens the wrapper where he sees a large star box where he opens it taking a big surprise and takes out of the box an electric guitar. Rumi. Izuku is your first guitar. Alfred. It's the one you had in your adolescence. Izuku. Well yes, but I want to give it to Robert Merry Christmas Robert. Robert. I'm going to take care of it forever with stars in my eyes. Thomas. And you know how to play it. Robert. Of course you do, and you want to hear a song. All. Yes. Robert. Okay, connecting the guitar to the amplifier, it's from Nirvana, but it's the best of all. So starting to play the song where everyone was surprised because Robert played super well and sang super calmly and with a lot of passion, and everyone was enchanted by Robert's voice until Robert finished. And well as I did, moving his hair. Everyone. Bravo, everyone applauding, and Marin gives everyone a kiss. Robert. I'm glad you liked my talent. Izuku. What a good Christmas we are having. Everyone. Merry Christmas to everyone. I'm Skyn December 31. Izuku. Okay, I'm ready now. I was adjusting my white shirt. Ready love, I'm ready. I wouldn't finish speaking since Rumi was wearing her beautiful and super expensive red dress and her purple gloves that made her look super beautiful. Rumi. What do you think, love, smiling? Izuku. What did he think, grabbing her by the waist, that you are the most beautiful woman of all, that I will always be in love forever, smiling. Rumi. We never thought we would have a family, revenge and Mirko. Izuku. And that the two of us would defeat the Riddle clan. Rumi. And by the way, thank you for helping me heal my leg, smiling. Izuku. You're welcome, now let's go or guests will come. Rumi. Yes, I'm going, just let me put on lipstick. Izuku. Okay, leaving the room where Rumi goes to the closet and takes out a small gift box. Bunny, I will give you the best surprise of all, kissing the box at the same time she puts on lipstick and leaves the room where Izuku was waiting for her, and the two go down to the second floor where they see all their children. Rumi. There, but how handsome and beautiful they all look. Eri. This will be the best welcome of all, she said happily, and they heard a knock on the door. Tomo. The guests have arrived. Nagatoro. I open the door where Ryuko and her family enter. Ryuka. I'm here, love. Ryuko. Thank you very much for inviting us, Rumi. Izuku, guys, don't you have something to say? Kigo. Ryu, Kevin, Mary. Thank you for inviting us to your elegant party. Ryuko. I wasn't telling you, Kigo. Namari. Christopher running, hugging Chris. Namuri. Namari, I told you to first greet your uncles and then Chris. Well, thank you very much for inviting us to this great party, Rumi. Izuku. Izuku. You're welcome. Rumi. This way we'll have a better New Year's. Akemi. We're here, friend, hugging Rumi. Rumi. You're finally here, Akemi. Akemi. Tonight we'll get super drunk as it should be. Rumi. What a great plan you have. Or Izuku. Not again, with a drop of sweat. Suki. We're here, daughter. Igahi. How beautiful you all look. Fujio. Yes, you are beautiful, daughter. Kiri. I always see her short. Izaki. Shut up, blushing. Marin. Too bad my father is on a trip to I don't know where. Izuku. Calm down, at least you're here with your family, smiling. Nagatoro. And also my family. Rumi. Don't worry, girls, here we are all together to have a great time, all as a family, since we are family, smiling. Marin. Nagatoro. Thanks, Izuku and Rumi, smiling. Shaoko. There, thank you very much for inviting us to this great party. Shaosuke. Thank you very much for inviting us, bowing. Masayoshi. It is a great honor that you invited us. Izuku. You're welcome, settle down wherever. Hanabi. Too bad my parents are not here. Izuku. Don't worry, here you are with us because this is your family, smiling. Rumi. Yes, because you are part of the Wayne family. Hanabi. Thanks, Izuku. Rumi. At that, a woman enters with a super beautiful black dress, entering. Rumi. Hello, Selena. Izuku. Long time no see, Selena. Selena. It was a long time, but I finally returned to Gothic, and how good I was, bored of being in the place where Catwoman was. Boys. Aunt Selena, hugging her. Selena. They're my little nephews, how big they are, said happily. Arthur. We're here, brother. You. We're here, Rumi. Arturo. Hello, uncles. Izuku. Hello, brother. You. Arthur said happily, finally came. Arthur. Well, yes, we would never miss this great moment. You. And more, because we are all going to have a super good time. Arturo. Yes, we will have a great time spending. And that's when the most beloved character by all enters. Lucius. How lucky you arrive on time. Izuku. You finally arrive, Lucius. Rumi. Long time no see, Lucius. Lucius. You know I work a lot and I don't have time to visit us, but I'm here to welcome New Year in style. Izuku. Well, let's go to dinner, it's almost New Year. So everyone went to eat super quiet while eating. Rumi and Namuri looked at Chris and Namari, very attached as a couple, and walked somewhat blushed, making them both smile. Kigo. Well, it's almost, how about we go to set off rockets outside? Kevin. Good idea, old. Kigo. Don't call me that annoying. Izuku. Well, let's go outside. So everyone leaving where rockets began to explode in the snow that when they fell into it sometimes they went out and other times a big explosion of snow, making everyone have a good time. Alfred. Hey everyone, the new year is about to begin. Selena. Let's count everyone. All. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. 1 Happy New Year, shouting happily while many rockets and much joy were heard while all the rockets thundered, making a great snow show. Arthur. Happy New Year to everyone, said happily. Namuri. Wait, where is Namari? Umi. Don't worry, I know where they are watching them. Namari. Now you I declare my husband. Chris. And now I declare you my wife, putting a toy ring on you. Namari. And now we have to kiss. Chris. Okay, I know how to do it. So the two of them get closer and give each other a little kiss. Chris. Namari. Yuck, wiping their mouths. All. Arturo. Long live love, said happily. Chris. Now she is my wife. Namari. Now he is my husband, they said happily. Umi. Well, after this great surprise that our little ones gave us, take this Izuku, I know this little gift will fill you with joy, giving it to you. Izuku. What is it filling it? Umi. Open it. Izuku broke the wrapping of the box where he opens the box, taking out what was inside, taking a big surprise. Izuku. Positive surprise, taking a positive pregnancy test out of the box. The boys. What the hell, screaming surprised. Umi. Happy New Year, Bunny said happily, raising his hand, raising his thumb, and Izuku hugs her very tightly. Izuku. This is the best New Year's gift. Umi. I love you, Izuku. Izuku. I love you too, Rumi, giving her a kiss. So our family Wayne had a super incredible time spending the best New Year of everything and everything. They lived happily ever after. Let me know in the comments below if you guys want the next part. Also check out my other video that has been shown and left. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and share this video. And have a fantastic day. Bye.